It's gonna go well tonight.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Dragonborn Industries Starfinder podcast. I'm Ian, the Dragonborn Bard, and I'm joined by 4 out of 5 players tonight. Hi, guys.
Hi, Ian.
Hello.
Just that's it, you've done it once. I love it because it's just Team America World Police, and it's just like, but it's going to be taken so far out of context that you just got to own it now.
Yeah, this is
Just
it.
got to own it, and
Fucking get with the times, mate.
Alright, DCI Dad.
Wow! So we've been cancelled now for.
What do we do?
No, it's all right. So we're not joined by Tamsin tonight. She's away for her partner's birthday, having a great time away in places, and shouldn't probably give away their private life.
Do it.
No.
National insurance number.
JS. No. But yeah, we're here to. Hey, I can see chat there. I'm going to message. There's Tamsin. I'm from Copenhagen. You can say it. I don't want to give away your personal information. However, her home address is
NHS number is.
and her bank account details. Oh, it's a weird one tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of those.
One of them weird ones.
One of those.
When
vibes.
is it never?
That's very true. Yeah.
True, and obviously, we've been playing this game now for well over a year. We are hitting points that you've hit from the very start of the campaign. We've got to know each other a little better, I hope. Sometimes I think of you as friends.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
How often would you say occasionally is?
Put a percentage on it.
Yeah.
Jack works in hard figures and percentages.
Give me hard ass maths.
That's nice.
Wink, wink.
How often do I think of you as friends?
Well, once a week.
It's definitely a number.
Cool.
Narrows it down.
Like maybe 17-18% of the time.
Okay.
Better than I thought it would be. Take that.
Almost a fifth of the time. That's not
Damn it. Do you know what? That's pretty good going.
Yeah.
What was the rest of it?
That is quite you don't want to know, mate.
mate.
Just
It's a hard no.
Pure hatred.
just hate wanks.
Yeah.
Behind the new YouTube paywall.
It's my only advantage is me just angrily punching myself in the groin. God, what am I doing
fucking
about
sign
that?
up like that. Sorry.
Oh, what have you guys been up to? You guys alright? I don't know where to go now. I had like bands lined up and I'm fucking whoosh.
Yeah. All good, mate.
Yeah.
Been ill as fuck, but I'm better now. Ish. Getting there.
Well, since I've run out of things to say already, because I've just lost myself tonight, I'm just going to do one and hand straight over to Steph.
Cool. Today's ad is going to go directly to someone very special. Directly to Carl. Carl, listen, we know that you don't engage with our content. We know that you have no idea or concept of who we are or what we do. But let me tell you this, Carl, if you start watching the Starfinder podcast specifically, you can use the permanent code to the stars to get 10% off of quality 3D prints, miniatures, terrain, cosplay items. I don't know, whatever floats your boat, Carl. Head on over to www.warriorprince3d.etsy.com and use that code to the stars. But Carl, you can only use that code if you engage and watch our content. So Carl, we believe in you, and we believe that we can make you our #1 fan. Thanks, Carl.
Cheers, Carl.
Cheers.
Did we receive our first hate mail?
No,
that way, doesn't it?
No.
I'm going to leave it at that. I really appreciate that more than that's such an in-joke that I don't care that nobody else gets it, but Carl's going to get it.
Carl's going to get it.
I don't know, there's several other people that are going to be like, who's Carl? But I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you to Warrior Prince 3D, and specifically thank you to Carl for being the inspiration behind this week's ad. It's we love you. I genuinely love you. And that's saying something, because these guys, 17-18% of the time, you 100% of the time. But if you're also going to spend your money, Carl, we have another affiliate code, and that's for Roll and Play Press. If you play Dungeons and Dragons, and I imagine you're probably into Dungeons and Dragons, Carl, you can head over to rollandplaypress.com. You can use the affiliate code Dragonborn10 at checkout, and you'll get 10% off your purchases. It does not include shipping. I couldn't get it for you, Carl. I just couldn't. But I appreciate you, and if you appreciate us, Carl, go send Roll and Play Press some money and use that code to get yourself a little.
Carl, that's 20% off goods.
So far.
Together so far. I mean, come on, Carl.
We are sorting you out.
We're
We are
lining up the
sorting you
dominoes
out.
for you here, Carl.
Is there anything you can offer, Carl?
Carl, I'm going to get real with you, man. I know you've got Amazon Prime. I know you subscribe to that. Carl, all you need to do is link your Amazon Prime with your Twitch. You can do that for us. Come on. And then with that, once a month, Carl, you just need to subscribe with Twitch onto the channel and just show us you're there, Carl. Please. Every month. We're not asking for much, and it's free as part of your Amazon Prime subscription. So it's better than 10. It's better than 10% twice. It's better than your 20. It's free as part of your Amazon Prime subscription.
You've saved $4.99.
Bargain.
We saved you more money, Carl!
We've given you $4.99, Carl.
In your pocket, which you can spend on merch.
like what, 2 Freddos?
It's about that for these days.
Nah, you can spend it on merch.
Because chat's going to tell us about merch.
Merch like this.
Merch is on the merch site. We have cups, very much like these ones you can see here. We have T-shirts. I'm not wearing one today, but I believe
I actually
Ian
am.
is right there.
out. Woo!
Tiny Tech Industries one.
Necessary. It's for you, Carl. I'm in a mood.
And there's also dice, which Ian makes, which is absolutely awesome. They're fucking beautiful. So please check it out. If you feel like you want to spend a bit of money for us, but also want to get something in return, then do go over to our website, dragonbornindustries.com.
Correct.
There you go.
There you go.
Make sure you get the right domain. Let's see.
We've given you that domain, Carl. There you
Yeah.
go. You can just click straight on over.
We're so generous.
That's it.
Yeah.
I guess that is really it for the announcements tonight. Although, actually, no, you should probably plug a few things because our very own Steph.
Hello.
Please do, because this is really important.
I
Carl.
am Carl specifically, because I feel that you'd vibe with this, Carl. Really, Carl specifically is up for this. I'm going to be GMing a Cunning Folk one-shot over on the channel Euphoria, which is a stream that uplifts EU and UK gamers and AP performers. And this whole month they've been doing TTRP Girls, which is uplifting women in femme presenting people, and particularly putting forward POC and queer identities. I'm going to be GMing a really exciting and amazing cast on Friday the 21st at 7 PM GMT on Euphoria. If you have watched our Christmas one-shot, you know that I have GM'd for these guys in the Cunning Folk. This one is going to be a whole different set of folklore, bringing folklore from like the Romani, from French Canada, Poland, Zimbabwe, and Ireland, which is really, really exciting.
I like French Canadian.
Yeah, the French Canadian one is really cool. It's really good fun. But yeah, come on over 7 PM GMT on Euphoria.
Yeah, they are really cool. They've been really putting out the content this month to try and support
There's been
TTRPG
some
girls.
really good stuff.
Yeah, it really has been. So please go support Steph on there. Go over to Euphoria and just go give them all the love. And yeah, Carl specifically.
Yeah.
Please, buddy.
Otherwise, you're just not a feminist, Carl.
I don't know, Carl. I don't know how that's going to go down. It could be anti. I hope he's not.
Oh, well.
What's for assuming he? What's wrong with me?
He could be an auntie.
Or she.
Or they? You know, I've heard the name and I've assumed.
Yeah, well, do you know what, Carl? Shame on us.
Yeah. You know what? We'll subscribe to you, Carl. We might be going over the top with this. I remember my banter. I remember it. I was going to say, obviously, like last week we were down a player, but Pez didn't die. But this week we're down Tamsin, so Sylph is your cannon fodder. Now, I have got Sylph's character good to go, and
I've been given instructions.
okay,
Just
so
so you know.
I've got the character sheet, but you keep me on point for how
Okay.
they would act, and
Yep.
if you've been given instructions, then
Alright.
perfect. I trust my rules lawyer on this one, but you know, player's not here. If you want to meet Shield, I'm just saying, I'm not going to stop it from happening. You know,
It's all right. We've got our meat shield right here.
Just in person for this game.
Yeah, it pretty much, because this is going to be a big one. But I think we should probably jump into tonight's episode of Starfinder.
To everything.
All you got to do is fucking
What you
sit
got
there.
to do? Sit there.
For anybody who missed that, like
Roll
podcast listeners or
40.
YouTube, Jack literally went, I've got a feeling I'm not going to be on form tonight. Literally just before we went live.
Tell everyone. Fucking hell.
Making their way through floor 184 in search of the lead scientist, Dr. Miles, so that they can gain access to the arms tech department. Let's put some music on.
Yes, please.
And maybe get their hands on another Demalkian Guardian Orb. The crew and various friends find a brain collector, a creature once encountered during their very first mission, as well as some of the previous experiments here in the Dynatech Research Department on floor 184. And that is where we are jumping straight into today's session, where you stand around the body of this lead scientist, their body lying frozen on the ground. You've collected this information on other experiments that have been happening here within the facility, this cryo and biolabs. You found the body of G33, this servitor cyborg Yosoki, who had clearly been taken control of and then used to get into this department. I hand over to you, the players. In fact, actually, Jean will come over to you, Roos, if you're holding this essentially a morning report of this goings on in this room from this lead scientist. These are the bastards we're looking for, then, is it?
That seems to be the case. And I'll hand him the board.
And he starts to read it. I hand over to you guys.
Well, we gotta figure out where the fuck that thing is. If it's escaped.
Be extra vigilant.
Well, we know it's going to be in the other side of this floor for sure.
So we've got We've got the armory and the storage left in the greenhouse, haven't we?
I believe so.
Lovely.
Unless it somehow expended itself because it was sort of explosive.
Potentially.
I'm unsure.
I think in general there's things lurking up here, isn't there? We need to be aware of.
We've forgot about Containment 5. I think you might be right about the explosive nature. It looks like, and you can give me an engineering check. Anybody who's trained in engineering can. But Jean points out, it looks like something exploded from the inside. And if this thing was degenerating and put into cryo to stop it from degenerating, as it says here, until they can lock down the right thing that was working, then maybe it did. When this power went down, the containment went down.
25.
Yeah, you can see it shattered outwards, and there are like scorch and melt marks to some of the glass. Something very hot exploded from within.
Does it feel like that it kind of consumed itself in that explosion, or whether it's something that's moved but it can react explosively?
I will allow you to add your key ability score modifier as a nanosite, because this was a nanotechnology thing.
Yeah.
Or, so you can give me a key ability score check, or you can give me a medicine check, because it was technically, I think it says, a particular kind of item.
And that's 20.
Oh!
For 34 on medicine.
Yeah, because it was a gland. It was some kind of body part that had a natural ability, and when it says about podcast listeners, I'm rereading my notes. Yeah, it says that maintain the stability of the glands has been rather difficult with these draconic abilities.
Yeah.
You imagine this is some kind of flammable liquid gland or something that allows them to expel this natural ability of something hot, like fire. And then you look at the code Red 03. I mean, you can make what assumptions you want there, but colour, draconian, flame, things are falling into place for this explosive ability. If it was something to do with dragons, then it would have been very, very hot. And if it was replicating, like this thing says, at a vast pace, but then becoming unstable, I imagine it was quite an explosive. And you can tell that with that medicine check, there's no remnant of this thing. Whatever it happened, it burned away. There are no nanites. There's nothing left replicating.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about that.
That's one we don't need to worry. Yeah. They do like using glands for things, don't they?
Well, they power a lot of species' abilities. It's just seems to be how the biology works.
Gland things. Lovely. Well, do we want to do one final sweep of this place? See if we've missed anything?
I think
or...
we've done quite a sweep of this place, if I remember from last time.
In that case, are we going storage?
Yeah.
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 So to go through storage, you obviously have to go through Arm Tech. You have the map, which should be, I think, Tamsin left it down.
So we have to go into here.
Yeah, so and you know that Arm Tech had that biometric lock. You were told this by Rena Constantine, so you are going to need, even with the lack of power in this place, it has its own power in the door for that particular place. You're going to need whichever form of biometrics it is
We've got to go up to the arm.
to get through that door.
Oh, is it Dr. Miles, is it?
It is Dr. Miles, and you found that body.
Yes.
But you don't know if it's a handprint, you don't know if it's an eye scan, you don't know what, because you've not been to that door yet.
Oi, Rag, you mind picking up this body for me?
Yeah, of course. And he just like literally one-handed.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's strength scores. He fucking locked this guy. He's like, yeah. Just like he picks him up, and he's like, the body's semi-frozen and rigor mortis. So he like goes to throw it over his shoulder, and it's like a crack. It's like,
Yeah, that'll do, buddy. Thank
and
you.
like Rag at the moment is still this half-orc figure, not the Strix that you met. They have this like hollow skin on at the moment, and for Lena, this other Strix is currently disguised as a high elf.
Right. Onwards then.
Yeah.
It's not dilly.
Heading around.
So
No dillying.
I do need to know
No dilly dally.
who's leaving that room first.
I could bleed.
Okay,
So Wiley.
Fucking gone.
because currently, obviously, like this is a bit weird. It's like if you imagine this on like a virtual tabletop, you could like position yourselves. You can position yourself as to be where you would be around the room.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to have to start getting finicky with where people are
yeah.
when people move through rooms.
Good.
Yeah.
So if you want to position yourself to where you would have been, Dr. Miles would have been in the centre of the room. Rag and Felena will move towards either side of the door. They take a tactical, so that's Gene Poaching will be in the centre with you, because he was chatting to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rag will go there, Felena will go on the other side. Sylph will go in the centre of the door. Unless you think her character wouldn't. But otherwise...
I don't think she would.
I've not been given instructions for that, so...
Sorry, centre of the door!
Do you want me to?
This is what, from now on, whatever we do in any campaign, if somebody's not here, they're fucking centre of the door.
Shall I send there first?
I don't think it's going to affect Bear the same way it affects everybody else.
No.
I would be near Poach as well.
Where's Poach? There he is.
I think I would be by the crates, because that's where Geeky's body was, wasn't it?
So Geeky's body's now by Rag, it's by the door, it's like literally hooked up. So if you remember, he was like lying on the floor, and it looked like they plugged themselves into the door panel, and their own server core is acting as power for this door.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Where do you want to be, Pez?
I'll probably be by a Geeky.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll do.
With you, Bear. Listen, chaps, I'll probably be realistically here. I know that my mind is a little bit more of a fortress than some of you. I'm happy to take the first toe through the door.
Sure. God, Captain.
A good captain would never do something that he wouldn't ask his crew to do.
Well, we're right behind you, TJ.
Cool. I'm going to step through the door.
Okay, if you position yourself through the doorway you step through, so you'd be on the other side of it, and then you need to make a will saving throw, please.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Yeah.
Doing the trick. Okay. 18.
Fail.
Yeah. Cool.
could you roll me a d8, please?
I can. 5.
You are technically sickened for 1d4 round. As the world around you, as you step through the door, it's like you step foot for a second back into Stokie Towers, and like the blood is now creeping up the walls, not like oozing down them, but like it's building itself up. Tendrils of veins and ligaments pull themselves up in like a reverse time, and for a moment you are sickened. It would be for 1d4 rounds, but right now you're not in combat, so 24 seconds. Thanks, Maths Boy. Where were you there?
Like, you got to learn someday, mate.
24 seconds, which you guys can that there's something happening when you move between the rooms and this in this facility. So I'm not going to be like, well, you've got to get moving, and it's like, all right. You can stay there for 22 seconds.
I think TJ is going to sort of like hold onto the wall, and sort of like his breathing becomes a little more shallow, and you can see like in a way that I think probably Kaz has seen this more than anyone else when he becomes a little bit more animalistic. Like I think the pupils dilate and the whiskers twitch a little more, and he looks like a hamster in a suit more than ever at this point.
And that 22 seconds, it's not just solidly that's all you see.
Yeah.
It's like it's mixing with the terrain around you, and it's just causing you to be like sickened and just feel awful. But the rest of you can now move through and basically head to where you want to go. Rag's like, are we good to go? And just steps through the door. Felena's like, he's always first, and follows round
pretty good
after
to
him.
go. Yeah. I think I'll put a hand on TJ's shoulder and just like get on their level and just...
It's such a long way to calm down.
You doing all right?
Yep.
I can see. Yeah.
Yep. As everything's. Yep. It's getting there.
I know how you're feeling. I know how you feel.
Yep. Lot of viscera.
It'll pass.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's all good. It's all. Let's not dilly.
Right. Come on.
Okay, and because you have that original map and you've been sort of told where everything is. So over on that side of the map, right there,
That's a bit fun.
there is a door just
I'm
around.
such a prick. Anyway,
You literally started the show. This isn't the bit to worry about.
It's all a bit combined.
Jack's in a fever dream at the moment. He's very ill. Leave him alone.
Yeah, you.
You know that
Yeah, you.
the door that you're...
Scram. Leave him alone.
The door to the arms deck is over there. So, if you guys want to move over there, you can absolutely move over to that.
Yep.
If you would like to position your minis where you think they would be, obviously Rag's like, where do you want me? And he will pretty much take it to the
right
door.
up front. Yeah.
But somebody will need to make an engineering check. Because as you get to the door, you can see that obviously there's no power on. You see this vault door. It is a circle door with heavy locks on it. You would know this even without an engineering check to be a vault door. And there's going to be a panel here somewhere that you can't see that would open if there was power with a radius to some sort of local key.
Okay. I'd like to be pretty close at least.
Yeah.
You want to come up?
Yeah, I'll come.
I'll stick by TJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll aid
Thanks,
Taz
Steps
to
to
do
the
it.
door here.
Right.
So
Let's put a rag up here.
Fucking rag.
Fucking rag.
Fucking rag.
there is also a body at the top of the steps, and you can see that it's been essentially stamped into the steps. You can see that they've taken a lot of blunt force trauma, but the main thing that you can see is that their back is broken, their legs are broken, and it sort of fits the
Oh,
steps.
it's become a stair person.
Yeah, very Salvador Dali body.
Yeah. Melty.
Where you want to be?
I'll go wherever you go, mate. It's all right.
Oh.
Where do you want internal affairs?
Okay, yeah, so they would come up and they will stick close to... Yeah, we'll keep them near the back near TJ and Roos, and Sylph will also be at the very back because magic user and also not here tonight. And there's not enough room for me to put her in the middle of the door.
There's so many of us here.
Exactly.
Fodder!
And like I said to you at the start of last session, distance is going to matter in this particular thing. You don't know why, but it does matter. Gene, as he comes up, is like looking through the window and he's like, "Oh, that thing's bloody menacing, isn't it?" Just stood there.
Yeah.
And you can see like this creature through every now and again through the haze of this mist and the ice and this fog, you just see these green eyes and they're just watching you. But it doesn't do anything about them. You can see it's still like its feet don't touch the ground as you get around there. It's just attached by these wires into this harness with these brains in this pan, and it's just hovering in the middle of it. And you can just see its head watching you.
What's that?
And it's like a white porcelain, beautiful female mask with these green eyes. And actually, for Roos, actually, your mind every now and again like, as that same green smoke comes from its eyes. You know this entity. You faced this entity, and you can barely remember it. But it just watches. There's no facial expression to this mask. Just it's smooth turning of its head as it watches you all. Engineering checks for those near the door, which is going to be Kaz.
Yeah. What's your engineering?
I was going to aid because I did +8.
So you need to roll for that.
Yeah.
You've only got +8.
Nat 20.
Oh,
nice.
28.
Nice.
This is where I get a 1.
Oh, is it a 1?
Not great.
So you've got the 8 there. Rag won't. Felena is there. Felena will offer you the aid. She is trained. But I think she gets the automatic, to be honest.
Is it? Medic.
No, what's great?
I'll not roll that nat 20, but she automatically gets it.
Yeah, so +2, and then +2.
Yes, that's +4. Sylph is too far at the back.
Yeah,
She
that's
can't
fine.
aid. Jean can't. Alex can't. Roos is too far back. TJ, you trained in engineering?
I am. I can give
You
it
can
a
roll.
go.
You are close enough that you can.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
got it. 17, 18, dirty, smutty, filthy 20.
So +6 is that?
Yes.
Jiggle it. You need to jiggle it.
22.
Harder.
Okay, so what you do is, as you get closer, you know that this should have like an automatic. There should be like a what's it when you get closer? A proximity.
Approximate.
Yeah.
Proximity sensor to something that has to do with Dr. Miles. You don't know what that is, but you don't hear anything go off, you don't see anything go off, and you think that there has to be a biometrics security release behind one of these panels. With 22, you absolutely find that panel. You're able to essentially use your engineering to dismantle the front panel, take it off, and what you see is a handprint scanner. And you can see it has got power. Rag's like, huh, I guess I'll just slap it on then.
Are we all ready?
Slap it.
Slap it on.
He just puts it on, he's like, high five! You go, "Ding," and like you watch as it like goes into this like, gel-like substance. It's not wet, but it presses in like a memory foam mattress, and you can see this blue cyan-coloured pad. It doesn't make a noise. It doesn't do anything that shows you like it's scanning or anything like that. But after a couple of seconds, you hear a of locks being disengaged. Oh, I think that I got it. And Rag just drops the body. Do we need him for anything else?
I don't think so, to be honest.
Do we want to
Maybe we
lock
keep
off
it
a
at hand?
hand just in
Yeah.
case?
I mean, I can do.
You can do the honours.
Yeah. What's he got?
Just stamp on the elbow, rip it off. Partially frozen already. I mean, it's, you know, half the job's done.
Is that still an athletics check?
Yeah.
If you guys, he doesn't have a knife.
A knife!
He doesn't have a slashing weapon, so he has to.
Do you want to borrow one?
Yeah, do you need a hand rag?
That's what he's about to do. Take.
I didn't even think about it.
I actually missed it. I was trying to think too much like this guy, so I'll look at it later and then not give him a cred stick.
Sounds about right.
I mean, yeah, if you've got a blade, I couldn't take his hand off.
You know me, Rag. Of course I do.
Not mine.
And with my sword and then I just chop it off.
He just holds the hand out for you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks, cheers. And he like holds it out like to go for a handshake.
I'll just like high five it.
Yeah.
It's
The rest
Mrs.
of us
Nesbit.
stop fucking around.
It's not fun, is it, Bruce?
He's just there scratching his head with it, like.
You know, like in Madagascar 2, when he's got the arm, he's like, now which one of you? And he just puts it in his pocket, against like part of his armor. But the door doesn't open. You just hear that the locks have been disengaged, which means that you are still going to have to make an engineering check to get through. He's like, not really my area of expertise.
All right. Sure. So we'll get on it.
Yeah, we'll see if I can
Step
help
him out of
again.
the way, which means that I assume
No, not this time.
Yeah.
as will Pez, I'm assuming.
Without.
Again, stop wasting them.
That's right. Yeah. So you get the 8. Get the 8.
No, not this time.
Oh, cool.
Wiggle it. No, not that way.
23.
Cool. Yeah, that definitely does it. Yeah. Is Felina doing a thing or
Yeah, you get the authenticate from Polina.
39?
Okay. So, you have to think differently on this one. The DC was a 30. So,
Oh.
it is a hard vault to get through, but now you've got rid of the biometric locks and the hydraulic locks. You know that you can find the rails, find the track, and you have to roll the door, essentially, out of the way. But you also have to take apart some of the bulkhead wall. You have to find places where you can get into, and it takes a good 25...
Is that because the power's out on the door itself?
Yeah, exactly. But the actual biometric locks still needed to be disengaged. And they have their own power. It's like a security feature. And it's not uncommon to know that places have those kind of security features like emergency backup power, stuff like that. It just means that this place is heavily guarded. And it takes like 25, 30 minutes. And the entire time, like, you guys like are watching over your shoulders, and this entity is just motionless, but their face is facing towards you. And every now and again, like, the mist clears and you just get a
Not fun.
view of their face.
Like, try and get the door open. Stop. Just don't look at it, guys. Just let's focus on task.
But its eyes. So green.
Pez, snap out of it. Door.
I think we're through.
You can
Roll the door out of the way.
Ooh.
A bit of greenery.
Ooh.
Sorry.
What's that shit?
What's that shit?
What's this shit?
Sorry
I like that when there's lettuce on my burger.
Oh, did it
Ooh.
Where's the guns at?
Give me the gun. Oh, it's in the.
I don't know. Look at these guys though.
No.
I wonder if they're what's it called when they test guns?
Oh, type
Range.
Oh, yeah.
As the door
Yeah.
to one side, and it takes a lot to get in there, and this cold area, but you're sweating from just trying to move it. You open the door and you can see that there are like red lights on the inside of this room that mix with the green lights that are on the outside, and it just creates this very odd environment to be in that is not
There it is. Ooh.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
it's quite uneasy, especially with like what the things that you've been seeing. Give me a perception check looking into the room, please.
Oh, aye. 24.
24. It is a large room, maybe like 120 foot by 120 foot, and I think for Kaz, this is
26.
26. Okay. For you, what stands out is it does look like a range, something that you'd be used to in an indoor one of these. You can see that there is a central shooting gallery, which you can see these powered down security bots, I guess they look like, or just some kind of robot that is just... You can see that it's got a target range down this entire center of the room. You can see that there is an entryway as you begin to like try and peer around to the right, that there should be like a force field, but there's not one there, and it's humid. You can feel as soon as this door opens, the humidity mixes with the cold air on the other side of it, and you start to watch the condensation just pour out of the room, and it's a very odd feeling, especially when you've been to places like Kashori and been in the jungle where the humidity was high, to then go from this dry, cold, void-like space to this now where there is just this different feeling. You can almost see the cold creeping into the room. That's all you can see with the 26. That's the microphone.
The camera's gone again.
Awesome.
Oh, fuck's sake.
That's all right. We can sort that out.
It's always that one, isn't it?
It always is.
Technical difficulties. There we go.
Wheel.
Let's make our way in.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that
Who's going
nothing's here to attack us.
first?
I'm going to put Bear through just to kind of almost go into the door and just kind of creep right.
Okay. As soon as Bear crosses the threshold, these two security droids power up. Intruder detected! And they turn around and need to all to roll initiative.
Yay!
Oh,
Ooh, that's bad.
Oh.
Right.
Going into battle.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Lena rolls. Fucking hell. It's a natty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's got a high one as well. Jean. Nat 1.
Oh, gee.
He's getting out his bowel ribbon.
Sylph. 10 on the dice for a total of 13. Pez.
29.
God damn. TJ.
5.
Ooh, Dex mod, please.
+1.
Your initiative count 4.
Oh no.
Kaz.
18.
Oh, come on, Festos.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Roos.
15.
Alex Mallard. Rolls an 18 for a 19. And Barrag. That's a 10 for a 12. Okay, so, and it's weird, as they come up, it's not like the whole room goes, intruder alert. It's just these two security bots you see go, intruder alert. It's like they're stumbling and they like are turning around on the spot. But Pez, you were up first as Bear crosses the line. This room is like flickering with odd power and this humidity. What would you like to do?
I would like to try and get Bear to almost rush over and try and do an overload. With an overload as a standard action, I can cause a shortage in an electronic device, including ranged energy weapons or things have a special powered property. It doesn't cause effects on locked doors, safe, or devices that need to be opened. There's also, it doesn't affect androids though.
They're not androids. So is this on an energy weapon, yeah?
No, this is something I can do through Bear. So Bear's going to go over as soon as they've turned up and cause essentially, you just see Bear's power core almost like let out a surge of energy.
Okay, do they need to make a save or is it an attack?
They do. It's 10 plus half of my mechanic level plus my intelligence modifier.
Can you find that for me?
Yeah, so that's 3. It's a 17.
Is that fortitude, yeah?
Reflex saving throw.
Okay, just bring up construct immunities for a second. So, constructs are immune to bleed, death effects, disease, mind-affecting effects, necromancy effects, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stun. Ability damage, ability drain, energy drain, exhaustion, fatigue, negative levels, non-lethal damage. Any effect that requires a fortitude save. So actually, you're completely fine. They will make that save.
Yeah.
And it's just one of them, or is it everything in an area?
You must be adjacent to the device using the ability.
Specific, singular, the device.
Yeah.
So, right or left?
Right.
Right, okay. What's the save? He's rolled a 15.
17.
And their reflex is a... 19 total, it's +4.
That's fine.
Half damage?
No, it's nothing. It's save or suck. With that, no, I can't really do much else.
Swift action to send him over and do that.
Yeah. It's my action to try and overload.
Okay, cool.
So
you got
movement, I will probably get out of the way of the stairs so people can get past.
Go into the room?
No, down the stairs and just to the right. Yeah, there.
Okay, you run around the corner. Very, very good. Turn. Anything else from yourself?
That is everything. Oh, no. Bear's action separate to mine. I will try and use my arc pistol.
So is that not an action to use an action with?
Yeah, my swift action is to move Bear.
Okay, yeah.
And then, so that would be
give him an action.
Yeah, that's his action to overload.
Yeah, cool.
That's fine.
So, Felena, who is back there, is like, what's the plan, Kaz? She got this big rifle out at the moment.
I think we may as well just take him out.
Okay, she just like sidesteps 5 foot, 10 foot next to you, brings up that massive sniper weapon. I double check she's actually reloaded it, actually. She moves up, she spends a resolve point to reload it.
Oh.
As a movement action, and then we'll take the shot. So this is a plus 17 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
That one.
Oh dear.
And she can't really see through it. She's like, and this like it's almost just a click, and it just goes through the center. Shit! And then we'll spend the rest of her movement to step back and out of the way.
Alrighty.
Alex Mallard is like, what's going on? Where do you need me?
Take the bots out. I think.
Oh, yeah, we need
They're way
direction
back
people who can see in the room.
She will delay her turn.
Okay.
They will hold their turn until they know they can basically see what's going on. Kaz,
Okay.
you are up.
Right, we've got 2 bots. We need to take them out.
Okay.
Could you stand up that thing right there at the end?
This one?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was meant to be like that.
No, it's just
There you
nothing.
go.
And then can you take it about 10 foot? There you go, just there. Perfect. And then those 2 things need to be on either side of it. There you go. And perfect, thank you.
I'm just here, aren't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you cross the threshold, have a little saving throw, please.
Oh, you bastard. No, I think it's a 12.
Failed! Can you roll me a d8, please?
D8. Where the fuck is it? There it is. 1.
Okay. Could you... 1, 2, 3...
Oh, Jesus.
4 for Barrett, 5 for Belena, 6 for Jean, 7 for Alex, 8 for Sylph. Roll me a d8, please.
One of you is going to get hit. 7.
7. Alex Mallard. For a split second, as soon as you cross the threshold, what would you be doing as you cross the threshold? Are you bringing out a weapon? Have you already got which weapon out? What are you doing?
I think I was planning to get in melee, so I probably would have my sword out.
Cool. You bring the sword out as you like cross through the threshold, and then find yourself at the back of the group. You and Alex Mallard switch positions.
Oh.
The fuck?
As it's as like maybe like you think you blink, and for a second you swipe out, and you get Jean going, "Watch what you do with that bastard thing!" And you're like,
But I was.
and hear Alex go, "What?" You can carry on your turn, but you are now where Alex was. It's like the whole world folds in on you for a second, and then you are just somewhere else.
Brilliant. Okay. Can I have that ruler?
Yes.
Wherever it may be. Thank you.
Sorry, there's a reason I wanted positions and stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll get you back up to the top of the steps.
What here?
Yeah.
Jesus.
She's your man.
Oh, jeez, oh man. in.
Oh, jeez!
Who cares?
Okay. I think. Yeah, I'm going to move with my move action onto the top of the stairs, but then with my standard action, I move another 30 foot,
Yep.
which would be right up to that dark spot there.
Yep.
And I will just actually hold my turn. I'm not going to do anything else.
Cool. Alex Malik will jump in, take their delay, and move in onto this initiative spot at initiative count 17. They are like, just see you run past, and they're like, "The hell was that?"
I don't know. Just keep going.
You called out about the bots. You can see that the bots are turning around. She can see that. She'll bring up her Medusa rifle.
Let's turn these around.
And pretty sure that's a hit with the 15 on the dice plus
What should we
9.
call them?
Hey?
What should we call them? Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, fair. No.
Definitely hits.
Bert on the left, Ernie on the right.
Well, but here,
Yeah. Bert and Ernie.
Bernie.
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 They will be soon.
She does 8 points of damage as this Medusa rifle comes up, and you watch this like shimmer goes across it, and this green like fires out from it. Doesn't seem to like you've seen this hit before, and like a stone like ripple effect goes across a body. Doesn't happen here, but still seems to deal damage.
Gotcha.
She will then. Alex is relatively tactical.
Relatively.
She'll take the corner, just
Alright.
there.
Cool.
And then. How's that one? How's that one? I think that's all of her abilities there. That's per hour, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Bruce, from the back of the pack, you see Alex. You don't even see it because it's behind you, but Kaz then just runs past you and you hear Alex up the front.
Fuck. And then I'm just gonna. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, as well.
Move up to the door into the room.
I mean, yeah, easy enough to 30 will get you about 10 foot into the room.
About there. And I want to use. I would have attuned.
Yep.
I want to use my Stellar Rush. I always get confused with this. As a standard action, you can wreathe yourself in Stellar Fire and make a charge without the penalties. When you are attuned, or
When
fully,
you're attuned. Seems to be fully attuned up.
This is when you are attuned or fully attuned.
Okay, cool. Even better.
You can substitute the Bull Rush for a melee attack at the end of your charge.
So you've already moved. A charge is a combat maneuver where you have to run up. You spend your full action, so full turn, movement, and attack to run up and make the combat maneuver. Has to be in a straight line up to your target. You are currently going around a corner.
Yeah.
You could spend your resolve point,
Yeah.
and then from there do a stellar rush.
Cool. Yep, I'll do that.
Okay, so. From there. Oh, you're going to get into space. You will get into melee with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking
So we'll put you in the space next to them.
full dick house.
Cock of the walk.
And then they have to make a reflex saving throw. Halved if they succeed. Damage.
Reflex save, you say?
Yes.
7 on the dice plus 4. It's probably going to be a fail for a total of 11.
Oh.
Go back to me,
This is Ernie, the one that you've named.
17.
And he drove the fastest
you-
milk
what'd you
cart
roll?
in the West.
11, defense.
Oh, cool.
He was the fastest.
So you take
in the
3d6
West.
damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Get him.
Ooh, nice. 15 damage. Both of them.
Girl.
If that's allowed.
This is
Does it say against a target or everything within? So I can't remember what your Boris is. Boris is a single one.
The target, yeah.
Yeah, the target. So it's only that one there.
So that's Bert.
Ernie.
Yep.
Ernie.
Ernie.
Okay.
I thought that was Bert.
And what's it look like as you run up and like?
And that one is
Yeah, is
better.
it like a?
You know, what's it? Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Kind of like that, just like a and then bang.
And you like smash into it, and you watch as like this fire knocks them back slightly. This arm.
As I make impact, flames just shoot out from behind them. It's almost they've been engulfed in this flame.
And as they come to, like you can feel the humidity in there, and as you are now both close up to them, you can see they are like heavily rusted. The humidity's probably got to parts of their alloys, and you can see that they're like glitching, and their like central eye lens is just fogged over. But it's not like an optical lens or anything like that. You think they can still see, but you can tell that maybe they're malfunctioning in some way, and they're not. You know, you don't think it's like part of the effect of here. You think this is just an unfortunate byproduct of the humidity in this room. Anything else from yourself?
That's mine.
Okay, so Filth is going to spend 30 foot of movement. Just double check. Yeah, 30 foot. Have you got the range ruler there, please, Jack? If you can double check where that will get me. She doesn't want to necessarily go into the room, but if she can get onto that step there, she will do.
Yeah, she definitely can.
Constructs. They will use. I won't spend resolve. It's not my character. She got 9 of them though.
She would prefer to use them if we ever get to the BBEJ.
Yeah.
Apparently, me and Jack are in the dark.
Hello. Well, we're a bit dark, but
It's because there's different lights on. Is that the mods? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as long as cameras are still working, we can hear you.
you can still see us.
You've got 9 resolve points.
Use one.
Stabilizing at this point is 2.
Use one.
Use 1. Sweet.
Just this one.
As they do empowered weapon. They will spend the resolve. RP down to 8. And they will.
Deep shadows.
Class features, just double check this one. This is a magic hack. As a move action, you expend an unused spell slot to reconfigure enhanced weapons you're wielding. Until the start of your next turn, your attacks with the enhanced weapon gain a bonus attack roll equal to the level of the spell slot you expend. In addition, your attacks with that weapon deal 1d6 additional damage per level of the expended spell slot. It will only be level 1 just to add some of them. I'm not going to spend the big ones. This damage is of the same type. So we'll make sure that I mark off a level 1 slot from 5 to 4, and then they'll deal an extra D6 worth of damage, and then they're going to bring up this. Oh, Tamsin, you haven't attached your ammo, just so you're aware of that. Vortex rifle. They bring it up, and she reloads. She'd only spent 2 shots on it. I think she'll be fine. It's got a usage of 2. Those batteries have a capacity of 20, so 10 shots per the round. Right, here we go. Can I roll better than Tamsin? No.
In keeping.
It's a total of 10, fortunately.
Oh
dear.
That's a bad miss.
That is a bad miss.
As the sonic shot goes off, and you watch it like creates like a vortex and a whirlpool through the air. It's like, and it just arcs straight through the center and goes towards the back wall and smashes into the bulkhead. They've moved 30 foot to get to there. They are staying there. They haven't got any other movement or anything else that they can do. Therefore, Barrow is up. Hey, say something for me! I need the movement order, please. Thanks. 5, 10, 15 to get onto the steps from there. And then 5, 10, 15 puts him in the room. He's got to go around those banisters. Then Balag will. They technically didn't have a weapon out, but they have a +1 bonus they can pull out. You see a weapon for, and it's a long rifle with these 2 flat-like points that what would be the muzzle and barrel of the rifle, but it's very much like a Tau rifle with like that very flat plasma style coil. This is a coil gun, basically a rail gun. As you watch it start to power up, and they're like, just a few bots, and they will take a shot at Bert. So 15 on the dice plus a million. There's a 29, which is definitely going to hit. That deals 1d10 plus 7, 10 points of damage. That is piercing damage on Bert. As smashes like straight into the center of mass as this security droid is just bringing up its weapon and it gets hit. It like knocks it back, its hips bend, and then it just like brings itself back up, its rifle coming up into the position. It's like, training dummies, this'll be fun. Hey, Felina, the training dummies. It is now the boss go. As you see drones starting to fly out of
Oh no.
Oh, bollocks.
that down there. Yep, could you move those, please? I'm going to give you the movement ruler. The first one has 40 foot of movement, and it's going to go straight up in a line towards the centre of the map.
Well, like this way?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
That's
30. Perfect. The other one's going to go 40 foot the other way in 90 degrees. There you go.
We'll call them X and Y.
X and Y, yeah. X went that way, Y went that way. I will write those down. So X and Y. Okay, so X is going to go first.
It's gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
It's flying very unevenly. It's like a slightly bigger version of Bear, and you can see it has a weapon mount underneath it. You watch as it's like trying to gain power, and Kaz, you are, I'm afraid, the closest target, and with line of sight, the one that it can see, because the screen's not in your way.
Sure. If you must.
13 to hit.
It does not hit.
No. As this like pulse of energy fires out, and you just, and do you dodge it? Is it just a bad
I
shot?
think it's like a little small burst of nanites just goes deflects it off.
Nice.
Stop it.
This one here,
Can't touch this.
Yeah.
what's the range on it? Yeah, it's got you. It doesn't matter. It's 80.
Okay.
It's easily going to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your safe.
Well, I mean,
Oh, nice
that's
length.
30 foot.
Well, it's got marked on 3 inches.
It's too big for me. Generous.
Wow.
A little cherry.
aspiration.
Yeah. what you
Y
stretch
is
it to.
going to take a shot at Bruce. Yeah. 11 to hit. Low rolls. So,
Get away with it.
I think.
That's
those two had their go. Then we have Bert and Ernie, who are both next to Roos and Bear. So let's deal with Bert first, shall we?
Nets.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Bert.
You got it, bird.
Put your best foot forward, Bert.
Just that's what.
It's going to do Jolting Arc. So once every 1d4 rounds, as a standard action, a patrol class security robot can shoot an arc of electricity at up to 4 creatures within 40 feet. No two of which can be more than 30 feet apart. Once more. So, can I have the ruler, please? As Bert, I mean, you were all within there, but you are within 30 feet, you are within 30 feet, and they are within 40 feet of Rag. So it's going to be Bear, Roos, Kaz, and Rag are all going to be taking. Oh, is Alex in there?
I think so.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah,
moving
40
forward.
just double check how
It's
many
up to
it is.
4 targets.
Up to 4 targets. So yeah, we're going to leave Alex alone. So, can you all make me a reflex saving throw, please?
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex does not roll good.
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
It's not a bad save,
Alex
though.
is not even in
Alex
it.
isn't in it. No, we
Rag did not roll good. Thank you very much for keeping me on point.
Bear dead.
Nah, mate, that's fine.
Oh, dear.
I mean,
Rag's reflex save is a lot better than hers. Passes.
23.
Pass.
7.
Fail.
Bear.
Bear.
27.
Passes. So those who passed are going to take half damage. Those who failed are going to take full damage.
If I'm flying, I'm not making.
You're all gonna take 1 point of damage. As I rolled the lowest possible I could roll, and you can't go lower than 1. And it's like maybe it's because it's faulty in some way. You watch like the power cord as electricity begins to like arc off it, and it just into all of you, but it just doesn't have that same zap. Yeah, it's like
Licking a battery.
It's like licking a battery or touching a battery.
I used to
Something.
fucking hate that.
What, licking a battery?
Yeah.
Used to.
Stop fucking doing it.
Now I can't get enough of them, mate.
The second one, I'm sorry, is going to do the same thing because it can get multiple targets. Same people, reflex save, please.
All right.
Rag rolls better, passes.
Nat 20
Pass.
on the fucking useless thing.
21.
Jeez, give Barrack his.
Can I save this for later?
Joanne.
Pass. Pass.
15.
Pass.
Way.
Everybody passes. You are going to take half damage. You're going to take 2 points of electric damage. Not that hard.
Title of a sex tape.
Yeah.
Title of my autobiography. Not that hard and mostly flaccid.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
No, jeez.
Oh, jeez, no man.
That is a standard action to do that one.
What a good
Get Blakey.
Once upon a time.
Wait me when combat comes.
Wake me up.
You guys got 9 people in here.
Oh, fine, I can't do shit anyway if you can't understand my jibes. About as much use as a chocolate teapot in this.
Let me read your robot joke. 010110.
Okay. This one's going to walk up to Kaz,
Yeah.
which does move through a threatened square of you. Roos, if you would like to take an attack of opportunity,
Absolutely.
go for it.
How come you would have used a jolt, you think?
That's a standard action to do that jolt.
And it's just moving, that's all it is.
This is just moving.
Okay.
19 to hit.
KAC
Yeah.
hits.
Nice. This is so I would be 2 points in by now. I'm not going to do anything yet.
No, it's not your turn yet. Your achievement
Of
points will be
course,
on
I
your
keep
turn.
doing that. I always do that. 2d6 plus 17.
Bastard.
Yeah, d6. Actually, don't worry. Got loads in here.
Why was the robot crossing boxer? Because he got rammed.
25 damage.
25, you say?
Can we
That's
just...
halved because of the terrible joke that's left in there. 25 points
Thank
of
you.
damage.
It took me a moment there, I was like,
That needed repercussions.
I didn't actually hear.
You're lucky. God
Okay.
had pity on your soul.
I'm initiative count 4, go and take myself somehow.
Gene Poach! You did this to yourselves.
I thought you got bumped, Gene.
No,
Gene actually got a 5, so did you, but his dex modifier is higher than TJ's. Bastard!
Should have got enough to do with it.
He will move up to there. I mean, fucking hell, what else can you do?
Look fabulous.
Vogue.
Vogue.
With a battle
Vogue.
ribbon.
His name is Gene Coach. He has a ribbon.
They will, as they're moving, they pull out, they're going to move up to that movement speed. They're going to, at the same time, pull out their pistol, and they are going to try and use...
Pew.
The pew pew.
They're allowed to make
Pew.
a sense motive check as their trick attack.
Feelings.
Well, he makes it, so he gets the trick attack,
Oh, damn,
which means he
Gene.
gets to make an attack.
Go for it, Gene.
Oh, just hits EAC.
Uh-huh.
As this...
Does he just one-shot them?
No. Pulls out his pistol and this, like, electrical surge goes across. It's like a fast-moving ball of electricity goes across and strikes into this droid. I'm pretty sure they are not resistant to... Well, that's a particular type of damage. Oh, they're vulnerable to it. He deals 10 points
Nice.
of electric damage to Bert as it's like, bastards! As this electric smashes into.
How's he still standing?
Well, this one's early this time, I think.
That's Bert, that's Ernie.
Oh,
Off me, that's Bert, that's early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've written them down the other way.
Wow.
So, and that's how I've been tracking them. That's Bert, that's Ernie.
Okay.
I'm the GM! It's my turn.
When to become one.
So, that's Jean's go. Full action to do a trick attack, which means we're going to skip TJ's go. TJ.
Hello. How much movement to get me into the room, please?
5 to go behind Syl, 10, 15, 20 will get you next to Barrett.
Okay. I want to move to be kind of bracing against the wall a little
So
bit.
Alex is actually in this position.
Okay, I can't see shit from here. So
It's all good.
can I get? Have I got another? Oh, I've got another.
Did you get there?
Yeah. Can I get to the other side?
10 foot?
Yeah, 10 foot.
Yeah.
You gotta go fuck the greenhouse up.
Cool. I'm going to spend a resolve point to get another movement.
Spend it up.
It's spent as I take out my artillery laser azimuth.
Are you
I love the
spending-
image of that. It's
So
great.
you've got a base attack bonus of +1,
Yeah.
so you can bring out a weapon as part of your movement.
Yeah.
So is this to give you proficiency?
No, that's why I'm bracing myself against the wall
So what are you spending the RP on?
to get another because it's a move action to draw out a weapon.
Not if you've got a base attack bonus of +1. You can do it
True.
as part of a movement action.
In that case,
Correct, Stickian.
in that case, I will give myself momentary proficiency with that spell resolve to make that not so terrible a plus.
Yeah, as long as you've got a base attack bonus of +1, you can draw a weapon as part of your movement action.
And I want to. Who's looking more worse for wear, Bert or Ernie?
My Bert.
You're Ian's Bert. I'm gonna try and get a shot off at Ian's Bert.
I don't buy that, I don't like that.
No,
It's-
sounds
Ow, my dick!
It's a smutty little 20.
Hits.
And
Azimuth, yes, that's
yeah.
DAC.
So like, it's been a while since TJ's brought this bad boy out. It's like braces against the wall. Like, yeah, come on, TJ. That's gonna be a D10 of fire. 5 points of fire damage.
Every little helps. So as this thing starts to get like popped with laser marks and heavy hit marks, scorches, you can see that rust is really starting to peel off it, but it's also just like glitching out. It looks really, really badly hurt.
And that's everything from me.
That was a very good turn, I liked that. Well done, me.
I haven't actually done any damage in ages.
No, you haven't, but you spend your time buffing people.
Yeah.
You know, gotta play to your strengths. Hurrah, Pesley!
Pisley.
Pesley Wolfington.
Bear is going to do a. No, he's not.
See you in a few hours.
Good luck, guys.
like shit.
He is going to do a full attack.
Okay.
So it's a -4 penalty to his actions.
You're currently around the corner, or are you doing it?
I'm doing it via my custom rig.
Yeah, so you're
As
doing it to Bear, yeah?
Yeah, so Bear is going to do it on. Which one's which at this
This
point?
is Bert.
Bert, who's looking very heavily damaged,
Well,
and then
that's
early. But I mean, by attack, you can choose one and then the other, so resolve each attack as they go.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it against Bert.
So using your custom rig, you take, instead of a -4, you get.
I believe it's still
your -4s?
It's still my -4.
Just allows you to do it through your drone.
Yeah.
Amazing. So yeah, you can
So
take.
it means I can then, which was from my last turn, as long as I can do an attack, he can, and if I can do a swift action, Bear can.
Okay.
So it's a -4 to the attack.
Yep, to each one. Going on Bert first.
Oh god. So that's 12.
EAC misses.
No.
What was it?
6.
No, I'm afraid both shots. And I think it's as this thing is like struggling to like get about, it's its erratic movements that cause the shot to go wide. Anything else?
I am going to use my action to my move action. Can I get past because I'm small?
You should be able to. that technically would be difficult terrain. There's 2 friends in the way there, but you could move 5, 10, 15 through their space, and then
My movement's 35. I just want to kind of get able to get a clear shot on Bert myself and just try and attack.
5, 10, 15, and then 25, 30, 35 will put you
Yeah.
there.
I'm going to try and use my hand coil gun. So essentially, you just see it sort of build up its charge.
So you get to do a full attack with Bear and then attack yourself. Yeah. Wow.
If I decide I don't want to tell Bear to attack, it's a -6 on everything Bear does. So it's kind of his own AI does it.
Wow. That's awesome.
For fuck's sake. Does a 16 hit?
What weapon?
Hand coil, so that's E.
He does.
Jesus.
Just 16 is at EAC.
EAC, dude.
E for Ernie.
Oh my lord.
4.
And so it begins.
Is that 4 to hit, yeah?
4 damage.
I'd rather it here in this combat.
What
Yes.
type of damage is that?
E.
Double. They are vulnerable to.
Mm.
How do you kill Bert?
Bye, Bert.
2 hit points left.
Oh, that's me.
How'd you kill him?
You just see this electric charge sort of make contact with the center of his chest, and you just see him kind of almost power up for a minute as he's getting a new sort of charge of electric. But as quickly as it hits him, it just kind of starts short-circuiting it, and it just crumples in on himself, and he's just like a pile of metal.
Good show.
Error, error, error.
Mom. Delana!
Belina.
Spend a movement action to reload.
Belina.
Again?
Single shots.
No. Stop it.
And then.
It's actually a swift action.
It's actually a movement action to reload a sniper rifle.
I mean, you said bonus, mate. I'm just saying.
What is this, 5e?
Do you want me to spend the resolve?
Nah. She doesn't need to. Savor your energy, love. Savor it.
I think that's all they can do for this round. That's why they were taking shots every other round. In the. Double check their class stuff.
Oh yeah.
No. They spend it, you can see them like as they are like just reloading, and they have to spend a while to do that one. They will keep themselves safe for now. As we move to Kaz, the horse conqueror.
Oh yeah.
Fuck him up.
I think he was about to sort of go in wailing on Bert, but it just like falls down with this burst of electricity. God's sake. But let my sword go and then bring out my rifle and was trying to start taking out this one. So that is definitely within 60 foot for sure. 24 to hit. 16 points of ENF.
Do you want me to just take it off the board?
Sure, yeah.
As
Bye.
the electricity enough, and 17 hit points on that particular one, just explodes in a cloud of rust and parts, and you just hear the rain of bolts and stuff hitting the ground.
Cool. I didn't say what I was actually going to do, but it's fine. It's too late now. I think I probably have to move. I will move. Where's the ruler?
Keep stealing it.
Someone's got to have it.
So movement to change your weapon over, which this is where I'm going to get pernickety. As part of a movement action, you can change your weapon, or you do your movement to change it when you're before you take the shot. That's where we have to separate the rules.
It's a bit weird because
from...
my nanites, I can just kind of disperse them at will. So it's,
You can, and that's fine to get rid of the sword
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, but is it still not a movement action for you to then... Is the weapon part of your nano, right?
no.
No, so this is just bringing it out,
Yeah.
but then you took the shot, so realistically you spent your movement action bringing it up.
But because I've got bonus BAB,
It would be if you were moving at the time, you can, as part of a movement action, bring it out.
Oh, I see.
But because you spent the movement action to bring it out, and now you're looking to run,
right,
this is where I'm going to be for nicotine on that.
then I shall not move.
Fair enough.
And I've already shot. So, yeah, I'll call there.
Awesome. Roos!
I'm still in melee. Yeah, I'll just take one more swipe with that guy. I'll play one more.
So second round, you're going to tune up. 2 points.
Yep. Oh, 18 plus 11.
Yeah.
Oh.
96. 29 damage.
Sheesh.
How do you take out Ernie?
Eat it.
I'm just gonna like slice him bit by bit. You know, like a lightsaber through a droid, like. Yeah.
Yeah, and they...
Masterful work.
He goes down. That's your attack action.
We've got one little drone boy here.
I think I'll leave it for now. I'll let somebody else take that because that was my.
Okay. Sylph will just move up into the room. They won't go too far. They'll just tuck in behind the door there. What's the range on there? Vortex rifle. 60 foot. That might be outside. Got that turn you. Got that movement all that. Yeah, it's outside of the 60 foot there. They'll take a -2 to this to shoot past their range. It's going to be within volley 2 because it is 120 foot room. The range is 60 foot. So they're going to take a -2 to this because it's past their range increment. Because that's how it works in Starfinder. Rather than being a disadvantage, it is just a -2 for every range increment thereafter. Boom! 3.
See how none of us got excited because we knew what you were doing.
Total of 9 as... Oh, get out of the way! She would say to you all as you all get in her way.
Who's going to tell her it's her hat?
Well, she's taking the glasses off in here.
Hat's still on though, isn't it?
Yeah. Hell yeah, it's still on. Yeah, on brand. Barrack, who currently has a rifle out. It's like... It's their range. This is also 60 foot. They do have the option
It's ready.
of
Whammy that bar.
Whammy that bar.
My favourite bit of playing the guitar. I was like, whammy, whammy, whammy.
like the dive bomb.
And then realising your guitar's shit and doesn't stay in tune.
Oh, yours?
Well, just, you know.
That's my favourite bit.
Well, fuck me, right? They're going to run to there. They are going to make an athletics check to jump over that particular... There's the nat 20. So they don't lose any movement there. They will then take the shot, which I do believe is within 60 foot. It's got to be within 60 foot, right?
Just.
Ooh.
Would it be from the front of the base?
Yeah. Let's go like that. So that is on 60 foot. I would say just.
Just.
They'll take the shot.
Just.
Oh, they've got a pretty big bone to this, though.
Bone.
19, which is going to hit.
Yeah, he does.
Like a training drones. And just like Kaz, this thing fucking explodes.
Good shot.
Hair starts crying. Poor babies.
As in that moment, everybody begins to look around, and everything goes quiet once more in the Dynatech Industries labs.
And the guitar riff's quiet.
Chat back, you can stop now.
And the
are out
legend
of
of the
initiative.
lab was way past you.
As you now stand, the rest of you can move into the room, and I will move Felena and Jean in.
Hi, Jean.
Plus.
Just another bloody room to look round.
Yes, Jean. That's generally how this
full of
works.
rooms.
Rooms.
What are rooms?
Define room.
This, Jean.
AI comes in.
You look around and you see this weapons testing facility. The closest I can describe to you've seen District 9. You know, in like they're testing like the alien weapons and they're like getting him to fire them and stuff like that. It's very akin to that kind of room. You can see that there are like workbenches around these outsides of the room. You can see the shooting range and they get these obviously security robots to fire the weapons, and that seems to be one of their safety features. You can see holographic targets that flicker down the other side of just... They're like changing between like humanoids and different races. It's not like set onto one particular thing, but it's like different programming aspects of them are like, all of a sudden there's like a Kasatha who looks aggressive, and then there'll be a human who is, you know, with a rifle pointing towards them. All very kind of, you know, this should be a training kind of montage.
Montage.
Oh, we need a montage! The humidity in here is high. Even with the cold creeping in, you can see the frost is already like clawing its way across the floor, but it is humid in here.
Oh no, the condensation.
Condensation. As TJ's hair and fur.
Not again.
Very 80s.
Let's take a 10-minute break there,
Ooh, okay.
and we'll be back shortly.
I'm a cookie. I thought tea.
Yeah, I saw you come in with a cup of tea and not me.
Fucking should have asked for one, didn't I?
You're right, I absolutely should have done. You got out of the room like a partner who's like, oh, I'm gonna sneak into the kitchen and like never touch the side of the mug with a teaspoon.
Shh, secrets.
I've got to drink water now like a fucking muggle.
It's your own fault, mate.
I'm sorry I'm providing you with such fun, and you are having fun, right?
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Aye.
Yeah. I'm all good now. I've got a succulent cup of tea.
A wonderful cup of tea.
A succulent Chinese meal. How you feeling?
Alright.
Yeah.
It's going good so far, isn't it?
A minute for a
That was
comeback,
too
not
good,
dead.
wasn't it? Too good.
Yeah.
Fucking slice that thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Mince meat out of those guys.
I think it was just, yeah.
Oh wow,
Don't
that
trust
thing.
it.
Are we like?
Can't avoid the android in the room.
Part of me was thinking, if it's just watching us move from room to room and we're just slicing our way through, are we helping it somehow? I did see his mouth twitch there. You see that? It's just like,
Yeah, we can never trust his
No,
little tiny
never
facial
trust
movements.
an Ian twitch.
Did we ever get into the system to control the guns?
I want to make so
Yeah.
many rude jokes.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of this was kind of its own doing anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like this, like the brain collector was definitely working alongside.
Yeah.
It was like, oh look, bitches.
is that how it was?
Do
Was it?
you remember what it
Exactly how
said?
it went. I did write it down, I think. I'm gonna have to write it. Let me see if I did.
I
write
don't
it in my
remember.
note.
I'm shit at taking notes.
I'm going to flip back to the map cam.
Map cam.
I did not write down what it said.
That's fine. As you stand
I did write down Dr. Bob though. Obviously needed that information.
Bob.
in this range-like room, all I can think about is that cup of tea. I just want you to give it to me. I don't even like want it. I just want your cup of
You
tea.
hate it anyway.
No, and you're ill, so I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, good.
The humidity is starting to come down as this cold, and you can almost see like the frost. It's like watching a time lapse of winter coming in as the cold of this space out here meets this humidity, and the humidity is now going down. These security droids / test dummies and these security drones, which you think maybe were there to either test things out or be some kind of security in this area, were obviously affected by the conditions in here and just malfunctioned and attacked you on entry. But also, you got to see another side of whatever is happening here, where Kaz and Mallard end up your realities like folded in on themselves and you ended up somewhere else. I will tell you as well that should have hurt you and I forgot about it. I would just say
Sassy
that
Jack.
I will say that like you felt your entire being, both mentally and physically, being squashed into a pinprick of existence and then appearing somewhere else, and it did hurt.
Ouchie.
Brush it off, mate.
The low red light in the room just shows you this facility. You can see that over on the left-hand side of the room, or to what would be towards you guys as players, there are like two circular doors, again like vault doors, but they would have ray shields in front of them and they're completely powered down. Same with this area here, which you know leads to what would be the greenhouse. There should be some kind of force field or ray shield there to stop the humidity coming out, and again, it's not there because of the power down, and you imagine that's why it's so humid in this room. I hand over to you, the players. What would you like to do?
So we see what's in that greenhouse.
I think we suddenly need to take a look around.
Absolutely.
Just like anywhere else in this place.
Yep. Have a good old scout.
I'm not one for nature. So I'm going to look around the technological.
Okay.
I'll come to you, Cass.
Well, you
You come with me, Pez.
Roos, do you want to go to the greenhouse?
Sounds lovely.
We'll go to the greenhouse.
Cool. I'll take a look around here with Pez.
Yes.
Perception check from you both, please. And you guys heading to the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
29.
Okay. Do you want to position yourself where you'd be looking?
29.
Or beginning to look?
Well, if we're beginning to look, I'd say here. So,
Do you want to put Pez over there as well? Because you guys said you're going over this way.
bringing Bear with you as well, Pez?
I am.
Emotional support droid.
Who went over towards the greenhouse?
Me and TJ.
Chances are there's a bloody office in here somewhere. If there's a greenhouse or a biolab, then there's probably some office in there. Valena and Rag will stay somewhat central, and Sylph would probably also come to the greenhouse.
In the middle of the door.
Yeah, nice.
You said it.
Who crosses that threshold first?
Don't
I
say
guess
so.
I will.
Go. Can you make me a will saving throw, please?
Come on, Rosie, baby.
Baby.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, 27.
Nice. As your mind is like assailed with different images and visions of your past, but you know this is coming as you cross the threshold, and you just manage to hold yourself together and push out this energy,
Psycho conditioning.
this entropic, chaotic energy.
Oh,
It's just because you said a Warhammer thing.
Yeah.
But you cross the threshold and you enter into this. And you can see it as a greenhouse. You see like a hydroponic station in front of you that's overgrown. There are plants and leaves, and it is just gone absolutely wild. Vines and stuff are hanging over the edge, and roots are trying to find other ways around things. Plants and stuff along the opposite walls have overgrown, and they're starting to get up to the ceiling and arch over. They drip with a condensation, and this whole room is very humid and very wet.
environmental protection on, so it doesn't mess up my hair anymore.
What did you roll perception check around the edge of the room?
29 for me.
29 for you. Okay, so you are going to find a couple of things. You're going to find...
What did you roll?
I got a dirty 20 and an 11.
Cool. So it's actually Bear got the 29.
Yeah.
Yes. You are going to find a couple of things. You're going to find, I think they're called greater batteries, or...
You mean like high capacity batteries?
yeah, they're like the ultra ones.
Powered greater. Cheese all on its own. From Dynatech.
You find 2 ultra capacity batteries and 4 super capacity batteries.
Okay.
If you want to add those to your character sheet.
Yeah.
Add those to your character sheet.
We find an apple.
Chomp.
You wish.
I found a pear.
The rest of the workstations around the room, you can tell, are dedicated to the adjustments and the powering of weapons in test. as you're over there, you do see that there is a stairwell that goes down into what you know to be one of the storage rooms. And you can see an emanation of some kind of light, dim, over in the far corner. Give me a perception check, please.
Do it.
32.
It's so similar because you know exactly
Is it
what.
spherical in
It
nature?
is spherical in nature, and you can see it has it sits upon a table of some kind, and you can see that the shadows cast on the other side of the wall in this dim light are elongated and stretched, but you can see that there is an orb on a table near the far corner of that particular room.
Spherical nature.
I think
Jack's become self-aware.
Damn it, my AI!
I think I look at it in my little sling that I've got and sort of.
Is it bigger than mine?
Bez, does this look similar?
Of course, it looks
Yeah.
similar, mate. You fucking blind.
Yours is a bit bigger than mine.
Fucking make my joke.
Look at you got there first.
I did it. I said it.
Just said it louder, mate.
Just like his joke earlier. I don't hear that, so he wins.
Misogyny.
I think I will begin to head down into the storage room.
Okay. You just want to turn that map bit sideways just to cover up storage room 2.
So we're going to put it along here.
Yeah, it's fine. And you can start heading down.
La arb.
Is that
Ah,
enough? Is
the
that
little
it?
skelly.
So you start heading down. As soon as you cross the threshold, please put yourself on the top of the stairs. And can you make a will saving throw, please?
You go unconscious.
It's a 4,000-foot staircase.
That's a cocker. That's not a cocker, but that's good. 23.
Pass. As again, you know what's coming as you cross a room threshold. You manage to hold your mind together as you see that drill coming towards your eye. You hear the voice of the architect in your head, but you hold yourself together and you step into the room. And the room itself is some kind of storage facility. You know that because of the map, but also you can see like around the room there are like shattered glass cases, and you can see that most of this room has been ripped apart. There are a couple of bodies on the floor, all in different stages again of being beaten to death or clawed apart. That same thing that you've seen from people having attacked each other here in the first place. You do see that there's one body in the middle that's left that's probably more together than the rest of them, and that's probably the final person that made it in this room. And they're like hunched over, like just frozen in place. The humidity in here is cold. No, there's no humidity. It's like just this room in the greenhouse down there doesn't seem to have been affected.
Okay. I'm definitely walking down there with guns sort of ready.
Yeah.
Just step at a time, making sure nothing comes out. And
You slip.
Give me a reflex saving throw. Just because I think it'll be fine.
I'll follow behind, and Bear just kind of hovers above us. There's like a vantage point.
The roof of the room is in line with the roof of the Armtech department, but the storage facility drops down.
Yeah.
You do see on the other side of it, you see this table of some kind, and give me a recall knowledge check. You can add mysticism to it.
fucking hell, I am trash at that. Mysticism, you say? 11.
No, you just see
Enjoying the
this
noises.
kind of workstation with this orb that appears to be on it, that emanates this gentle dim light in a 10-foot radius around it. You begin to make your way down the stairs, and you can place yourself into that room, but all seems clear and
When we hit the bottom of the stairs, can I get Bear to just do a sort of visual sweep so nothing's like behind us as we're coming down the stairs?
yeah, perception check.
You were to try.
You adjust the camera.
Yeah, of course it can.
Make sure people at home can see.
24.
It seems clear as you go down the steps. Doesn't seem to be any.
I might make a little comms channel quickly just on our open comms. I think whenever you're finished with the greenhouse, I think you need to come into storage bay 1. think I found the orb.
Okay,
Me and Pez have found the orb.
cool. Don't touch it till we're all
And
there.
And Pear.
Okay,
He told me to tell you.
Fucking hell. Sure, no, cool. We'll be there in a jiffy.
Okay.
I can give you
Yeah.
So, as you guys make your way into the greenhouse and you start to look around, you see this hydroponics lab. You see. Just put you all in there for now. You can run around the side so I can fit him. It is a long room that is essentially 1/3 of this arms tech department. You can tell that there is supposed to be environmental protections in here that. Not protections, environmental systems in here that allow for humidity, allow for growth, and to create an environment where these plants and stuff can grow. But it has overgrown in here, and with the power down of everything else, the humidity that is caused by these plants and everything else has just spread to the rest of this particular area. Give me a perception check as you begin to look around the room.
27.
Okay.
Little plant. Another plant.
My screen is on. Fuck. No. Oh, did you? Oh, perception.
I did.
I'm also in the room, aren't I?
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
27, yeah?
Yeah.
So Gmon.
to- 5.
G rolls an 18, Alex rolls a 2, Sylph rolls a natural 1.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh. That's a bad one.
That's a big oof.
On brand.
True.
Yeah.
You can see that down the far end there is another cylindrical door. You can only just make it out with that 27 as there's like a large plant in front of it. You're going to have to, you think, cut down that plant
Forage through the undergrowth.
to get through into that lab,
Bruce?
into that particular bit. In this particular room here, though, you do find that there is, it's actually this thing just here is a
Brown shit.
square pillar that comes up from the floor, attaches to this bit of wall and goes up to the ceiling. The actual door on it has been welded, you can see, but then plants have like grown over it and tried to like attach to the door and stuff. This is a personal elevator. I think you were told that there were a cargo elevator and a personal elevator, and Roosh, you know that the scientists in here could access this particular area through a personal elevator, just like the one in the defense team's area. They had their own personal elevator and stuff, and this was one of the things that was ordered to be sealed when it all kind of kicked off.
Yeah.
As for the rest of that particular area, you can see there are vials and there are workstations again. Each one of them has almost like laser secateurs where they are able to like slice, like vibro knives, very thin parts of plants off them without damaging the plant too much. You can see that there would be data stations and biochem readers, which again are all just so logged with water in this particular area that none of them are working anymore and there's no power to them. It is like a dense jungle in this laboratory area, and it's very odd because parts of the floor as well, that where the roots are coming across, you can see there's like lichen has grown, and there's like some hard areas of floor and some soft areas of floor. Yeah, that's what you see in this particular bit.
Should we try and get down to that other section?
Mm-hmm.
If you've got a big, can you do some cutting?
Yeah.
Chop chop.
Kaz says over the text channel, chop chop.
Both in pace and in style.
Imagine you guys are moving down here.
Which Kaz has neither.
True.
Stab it.
Yeah, so you do need to make me an attack roll if you're using. What type of damage does your weapon do? Slashing, that's fine.
Oh, fucking
If you were about to tell me bludgeoning.
piercing.
Piercing.
No.
That was your pistol, buddy.
I got so much.
So that's how you unlock doors, not plants.
Fucking hell, where is it? Keep going.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I mean, your weapon's a solar weapon.
I think it's because you can choose the form of your weapon, right? Solar
You
weapon.
choose it when you first become a Solarian, so
And
it's,
you've chosen the blade.
You have, but it could
Yeah.
be BS or P basically. And I think you chose
Yes. Bullshit.
bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing. BSP.
Well, I'd argue that a sword is not bludgeoning.
I would say. I'm
No,
pretty
is
sure
it
it's
piercing?
slashing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
slashing.
got to be slashing.
That's fine.
Natural 20.
Oh. Fucking hell.
Get him.
I think you're easily going to do over 30 points of damage here
Yeah.
as you begin to just like slice through it.
Fucking guarded it.
And
Maintenance.
you can very easily
Oh, he's very green
slice
fingered.
through it.
For the green fingered arrows.
As you get towards the base of this particular plant, however, could you give me a nature check, please?
Nature.
You can give me a perception, but the
It's
DC
not
is...
called nature on this.
Is it physical science?
It is physical science, you're quite right. You can do
So,
perception, but the check is higher, I will tell you that.
dirty 20.
Okay, as you get towards like the base of this particular plant, you can see there are like these spherical pods.
Oh.
Shit.
Spores.
We got some pods.
Oh,
Spores.
can we get past without disturbing the pods?
I'm gonna back away.
Spores.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, I just want to know if you were destroying them or not.
No.
No.
You can probably get past them quite easily,
Yeah.
No.
but you.
Just like,
What was it? A dirty 20 you rolled?
snap. Oh, fuck. Dirty 20, yeah.
Dirty 20. I will give everybody else. You can, if you've got life science, you can check it as well. Gene rolls a 7 on the dice. Alex 5. Sil 15 on the dice.
17 total.
Sil for the 25. Probably best to destroy those from a distance. They look reactive.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can I shoot them?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
I'm gonna back up.
How far are you backing up?
I've got a 120-foot range, so I'm gonna back up right as far as I
will
can
get
go.
back.
There is a big old hydroponic style lab desk right
From
in the
along that
centre.
wall.
Sure.
There is a
go on.
plant right here. You could do it from maybe this side, but
Yeah.
it's a slightly harder shot.
Throw a grenade.
You tell me where you want to be.
Jean, get out the fucking way!
You can get on top of the hydroponic bit in the middle.
I could.
On top of this.
I could.
We get-
Your little face up there.
Should we get a what's her face?
Or I could lob a grenade at them.
Sniper, Miss Sniper, Gaz's friend.
Don't let her have all the fun. No, Stephanie, don't do it.
Do it.
No.
Do it, Steph.
I've got to think like TJ, not like Steph.
Do it, DJ.
Alright. I'm worried now.
This.
For viewers who can't see it, this is a very narrow corridor, and I've specifically put a plant on one side, a hydroponics table in the centre, and there's about just shy of a 5-foot gap down the other side, and it is maybe a 20-foot wide section of this particular greenhouse that leads to where these pods are.
Well, my environmental protections are up, specifically. I'll clamber on top of the desk.
Yeah.
And then take the shot from there.
You're attacking these particular pods. They are a collective, so it's going to be one particular shot.
Oh, I am, because it's been like, my proficiency is no longer up, I'm going to do this with my microphone.
Yeah. What type of damage is that, please?
It's sonic.
Okay.
And I'm going to call out into it, get fucked, lads! It's very good.
What, I mean, yeah.
24.
I think that hits a stationary vegetable pod.
I'd hope.
Yeah.
No sonic immunities for plants. Double checking. So what's the attack roll?
It was 24.
Hits.
Yeah. That's 6 points of sonic damage.
You get fucked, plants.
Get fucked, lads!
And you strike it with this sonic force as you watch one of them like cave in and the rest just start to plume with this purple like dust and vapor as it begins to fill a section.
Like the mushroom.
Oh no! Oh no! Actually, that's the
Jack
point.
thought I had something clever to say. I just really just go.
Mushroom.
Do the plants in here look like anything we saw in the Kashorian jungle?
Give me a life science check. There it is.
Can I also do?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking good.
24.
26.
Look at us.
They're definitely tropical plants, but nothing that you get the sense of something being similar. But then fauna has a habit, or flora even has a habit of repeating patterns, and life
Finds
carbon-based.
a way.
Yeah, life finds a way. Carbon-based atoms tend to grow the same.
Do
Hence why there's so many
things.
different types of humanoid, but they're still humanoids.
Cool.
This cloud does engulf you, and you were just on the edge of it, but it does engulf you. If you didn't have your environmental protections up, you can see
I'll be
like
fucked.
what are your environmental protections? What do they look like?
On this, it's like a little. So you know the squirrel in SpongeBob SquarePants?
Yeah.
It's like the
Sandy.
fishbowl. Yeah, Sandy. Yeah, it's the fishbowl essentially. But I think you've got like these very fine lines of like geometric patterns over it.
As you see that sticking to the outside of it, very briefly. They're not fully gone though. They are still now just starting to plume, and you can see that it is going to, in the next round, if not destroyed, creep another 30 feet.
So
into
no
space.
got a vacuum cleaner.
That looks like it's coming this way.
It is. I'll jump down and try and move backwards a
Everything
bit.
all right up there?
No.
Still waiting on you.
Spores.
Sylph, Mallard maybe goes over to this side. I guess I could try and take a shot from here. Do it! Do it now, Mallard! Shoot it! Now just one.
Yay!
I've got to get one when it matters, right? Alex Mallard's weapon.
What are you thinking?
Checking out that table using my
1d8
computers.
plus
Wait till everyone's there, please.
4,
Oh no, that's what I'm
12. 12 maxed.
We're not touching it yet.
Oh,
It's just a computer.
4,
just an innocent.
20
Yeah.
points
Yeah.
of acid
innocent
and sonic damage as she. And you watch that ripple effect. They are a living creature. They do have to make the save.
Ooh.
They pass the save. As you watch that like stone-like effect go around, it's like, actually, what am I saying? That was only on a crit. They didn't need to make the save whatsoever. So many things going on, guys. Leave me alone. But takes the shot, and you watch several of them just burst, but they're not quite there. As you are now kind of in initiative. I don't necessarily need it because it's not like a combatant, but this needs to be done in a round, basically, as that is now creeping forwards. Mallard is on the edge of that. She did not have her environmental protections up. She is going to make a fortitude
Put
save.
your EP
Fucking
up.
hell,
She
fire.
passes her fortitude
Oh,
save.
now put your EP up.
Yeah. You watch just like a shimmer of a force field that comes out of her armor and just goes all over everybody. Very Guardians of the Galaxy style when they've got their
Yeah.
space.
Same goes for you, Jean.
I haven't got any.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
Gene, you do. I don't need them.
What does jeans look like?
A COVID mask.
Was it one of the really old ratty ones?
Yeah, it's like under his nose. No, he would have. Let me see what armor he's got on because that's going to matter. This is our Gene Poach.
What is it? Jean Poach.
Get an attack.
The Poachinator. These dice are so pretty.
He would take out from his inside of his trench coat or his duster coat even. It's like a like the Han Solo overmask
Yeah,
that they have
yeah.
in on the landing falcon when they go inside the stomach of the asteroid worm. Very much like one of those.
Sick.
Like the vacuum wouldn't fucking kill the map, sorry.
It's like, I suppose. What are you guys doing in this moment?
So are we in initiative?
Kind of. You are. We're now going. I'm going to give you guys all a round.
Cool.
Then I'm going to take a round of these spores.
My achievement points wouldn't have carried over from the last initiative.
No.
Okay. I'm just okay.
Do you try and hit him?
Yeah, but I was gonna do supernova, but I have to wait.
They're just little spores.
Yeah.
I mean,
Give him a little tickle.
just fire stuff, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it.
It's not technically in
No.
Yeah.
attunement mode. You could potentially attune and get up there, or if you've got fire-based weapons, or you just dealing damage to these things. And a lot of the pods have now shattered.
Yeah.
There's still a few left.
Can I put my
Yeah. Part of your army, you can just activate
No, I'll
those.
just run in.
Yeah.
Assuming I don't know what our initiative order is.
It's loosey-goosey.
Oh, okay.
Loosey-goosey for this because it's not like a combatant, it's more like a hazard.
Yeah.
So, have you guys got the arrangement order, or have I got it?
It's right here.
I mean, yeah. Within one round, 30 will get you into the spores. And then you could move another... No, you could run in a straight line, actually.
Yeah.
You spend your full action to get up there. However, if you were spending your full action to run up,
Yeah.
you'd have to wait till next turn to go in, as that would then move another
I would be in a attunement
30.
point.
Yeah, I'll happily say that. That is now filling the space, and you can see it is starting to creep out, and you hear Ragged Planer like,
Put your EPs up!
thank you.
Alright.
Everything okay in there? Flame will say.
Yeah, fine.
That's
No, why do you
under
ask?
control, totally fine. I'm
Yeah.
going to run forward 30
What the fuck's
feet.
going on? Stop coming upstairs.
You guys can absolutely now take your turn to smash this apart. How much fire damage do you do with your supernova?
Let me have a look.
Making bite sounds.
Assuming I make a
Science.
successful attack roll. 1d6 fire damage plus 1 additional d6 fire damage per Solarian level. So 8d6.
I think you'll be fine, but roll it anyway.
Rule it, rule it, rule
It's just
it.
nice to see how those d6s, isn't it?
Just nice to see.
It's a day out for them.
3, 4, 5, and I use my new one, 6.
Well, supernova is fully photon attuned.
7. Yeah.
When you are fully photon attuned as a standard action, you can do 1d6 fire damage plus 1d6. So that would take 3 rounds to become fully photon attuned.
Oh, I thought because we were in loose, you were like.
No, it still needs to be in rounds.
Okay.
I was say, like, that's a big hitter. That's like,
Yeah.
there's no way that's on one
Well,
achievement point.
I'll just make a standard action.
Yeah, do the one that you
Standard
did
attack
the
roll.
before.
Yeah. 16 plus 11. So hit.
Mhm. And this is doing the bull rush one, yeah?
No, this is literally just a.
Okay, cool. Yeah, roll some damage.
Smack.
– 26 damage.
I mean, I imagine at this point you're just stamping on them
Yeah.
and getting rid of them, and you're just slashing across. You easily that
You know
amount
when you
of
kick a
damage.
mushroom in a field? Not that I do that. I don't.
That's right, mate.
Yeah,
They're not
but-
watching the stream.
Here in Dragonborn Industries, we don't condone violence against mushrooms.
No, they're really fun guys. Why would you do that to them?
Hey! Say your spory now.
No.
I'm so spory.
No.
No!
I don't do it until at least the spores.
Okay, and it takes another round for the spores to dissipate as they stop emitting from it, and you eventually watch as they just fall to the ground. You need like a fine coating over everything, but
Cool.
for now you think that the place is clear, and you see this lab in front of you, and it's a small 20 by 20 room. You can see that there is a workstation for a scientist, and you can see that there is a scientist's body in there, but their like roots have like grown through them. There is like it's coming out through like the eye socket and through the nose. You can see that you think they would probably have been safe in here in some way, but then died, and the plants have like reclaimed some kind of organic matter as some kind of food. As you can move into that room if you want.
Yes, please.
Who's going in?
I'll do it.
Cool. So you step foot, bless you,
Wesley.
into the room. Can you make a will save, please?
And it's bad.
Oh no.
15.
Fail. Could you roll a d8, please?
Oh. 8.
D4 and a d6, please.
D4,
That's that bleeding one again.
D4 is 3. D6 is 6.
Okay, so that's 18 points of bleed damage over the course of 6, 12, 18 seconds. As you just you cross the threshold, and the next thing you see, like, you are not yourself, you're in Hastoki Towers, as Roos is just through you, and you just start to bleed profusely as your head starts to pound. It's like the worst migraine, and your nose just sputters with blood.
Fill the fishbowl.
And you drown. Good night, folks.
Right, back up Hastoki.
We're all dead.
They're all innocent dead.
All innocent dead. Yeah, and over 18 seconds, you watch as, and you've seen this, you've had this happen to you, and you hear TJ, and you just watch them
Red
for a bit.
mist.
Then it passes.
I'll go up to you and steady you.
Thanks. I'm going to take out a serum and immediately, because that was a big hit for little TJ.
Was it stamina point damage or hit point damage?
It's technically hit point damage.
Is it?
Is it straight to hit points?
I'll let you take it from stamina points. We never clarified that before, did we?
Well, I'm just
No.
saying, if it's stamina points, your stim wouldn't do anything because it's hit points.
Yeah. Very true. Save your
Yeah,
save your stim.
cool.
We never actually specified that before, so we'll just say that comes off your stamina first.
Wicked. Ow. Fuck these doors.
As you cross the threshold into this lab, you see the body on the floor. You can see the bio workstation. This is a very high-tech lab, and you can see different glass cabinets and different panels all around the room. Give me a perception check.
Yes.
I assume you're looking around.
Oh, yeah.
Can I do the same too?
Yeah, absolutely. Jean comes in and is like, "Hi, let's find out who this lead scientist was in here."
24.
Cramped room.
9. Oh, no one.
Oh, no.
Alex can't make it in there. There's not enough space. 24 and 9. Let's give Jean something to think about. Oh, 16 plus.
Yeah.
Don't.
29 for Jean.
You're not there.
You're not my mum.
TJ just sensing a disturbance in the force. Don't touch anything.
So,
How shall I stand on the floor?
Time out. Third strike, piss.
so the lab tech office is clearly designed to work on a few different things. And the first thing you notice is obviously serums and different toxins and things around the room. Inside the actual lab itself, you can see somebody was working on some kind of serums, and you recognize what they look like, this green liquid, because you were literally just about to inject one, and you see that there is some kind of healing serum in there. You see that it says on each individual bottle, prototype, but you think that this is quite old now, and you've seen these before. There is 3 Mark IV serums of healing in there.
Mark IVs.
Thank you very much.
For anybody who follows Starfinder rules, that's a homebrew
I
thing I've
hand
done.
one to Roos.
Think you're
That is
mindful.
massive.
They are big, because I didn't think Mark IIIs were enough. when we first started this game, I was like, no, we're going to need some bigger heals. So they're a homebrew thing that I created a while ago. And I think you've seen them before. You have come across one in a certain place.
Are they on?
They are. They should absolutely be on there. I put them on there a while ago. Outside of that one, there is another particular cabinet marked prototype toxins. And there is a set of notes next to it that talk about the Dathia, this creature that has these explosive properties, and how they've been trying to create a serum that would make someone's blood volatile. You can add 2 Dave Skin neurotoxins if you want them to your character sheet.
Yes.
The other corner of the laboratory, Gene notices, and he's like, hey, Cock, what's up with this?
Cock.
And you see, and he probably hits Bruce on the arm, like, hey, Cock, have a look at this. And he chews a biscuit. And
Bruce is looking at his dick like, what?
and you see a small, it's like a small mushroom. Does it look familiar?
Figure out your little.
No.
I'm trying to describe the right word because it's not a platform, but it is an area that somebody would stand. You can see it's where somebody's feet would go, and it faces out from the wall. And you can see that there is a well around it, like a trench that's filled with water and also vines. You can give me and Gene will do it as well because he's right there. This is an engineering or life science check. Your choice.
Engineering.
Yeah, roll it. Gene rolled a fucking nat 20.
13.
13. Gene's like, this is armor station. This is
They're fucking brilliant.
this is some kind of prototype, and he basically is able to like show you that this is where somebody would stand, and it allows whatever's underneath this to then graft itself around your body. It wouldn't graft to you, but it would create a living mantle, a set of armor made out of living materials. It would be a Preserver's Mantle 3.
Oh, how big is that?
Is it just there for taking?
Is it just one?
It's just the one.
Or is it multiple?
He's like, it's just,
How many are you talking it?
if this was something they were working on before this place went to cock.
Can't say that anymore, Gene.
Can I take it?
Fuck yeah, that was good.
Step into its place. You would have to take your current armor off.
What do you think?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Okay.
If you
Cal's really jealous.
step onto the plate and
I
turn
think it's
around,
actually okay, isn't it?
You've got your
I got my
new
dermal
skin.
plating.
Yeah.
and you,
Take off my vest, brigadine.
it takes a few minutes as Bruce is just like, fucking armor! And you step into place, and as soon as you turn around, Gene's like, well, if you're ready, I'll press button.
Yeah.
And he like presses it, and you watch as plant life begins to like grow up and around, starting with your feet
That's cool as fuck.
and up around your legs, and it's
I don't
like,
take it off.
and as you can remove it, but it starts to grow up like vines, and you start to watch that it creates this almost airtight seal of vines and living material around you. But then where there would be plate, you watch the actual tree sap or plant sap begin to harden into like a resin plating that looks a bit like bark, and you end up with this suit of armor that's fitted to your body that is probably one of the most comfortable things you've ever worn.
What is it called?
Preserver's Mantle 3.
Damn,
It gives you a
Bruce.
fucking big bonus.
You are Groot.
Mantle.
Very, very much that kind of aesthetic.
It's plus 50
How do you spell it?
KAC.
Preservers.
Damn.
Mantle 3.
Awesome big boys.
Oh, okay.
Hot diggity damn.
Take the rate of 3.
Damn, son.
Fuck it out.
Take
Mantle.
away the space. Yeah.
Pump it up.
And I believe
Yeah,
you should be
true.
proficient in that
Okay.
particular
Just
part.
go to
Big boy armor.
like go to edit character and go to equipment. It's easier to do it that way. Fuck! I don't know what to do with myself. Everything's gone to shit.
Listen, Jack, just
What a
sit
day.
down. What a day. Get a lovely cup of tea and listen to this wonderful Starfinder podcast.
And relive all the trauma
Serenity
you
now.
went through.
Then everything will be better.
And you watch over the next couple of minutes as this armor welds itself essentially to Bruce. It grows in. You can see that it still functions as tech. There is still clearly technological aspects to this. And you know that people like the Xeno Wardens and people who work on the Xeno Warden ships, they all have these like living things like armor. And clearly here, they were testing this and trying to create their own version of it whenever shit went down here. Yeah.
Cool. Right, we should probably hightail it to the boys, otherwise they're probably going to, you know, put their dick in the orb or something.
My dick in a knob.
Step one, cut a hole in the wall.
You want
Nice.
to stop damaging the magic iron?
Nope.
Come on, be game. Be game.
I wanted to.
If I'm a blast radius stuff.
patiently wait until everyone is there.
As you were coming down the door, what I was going to do is I was going to access the infosphere around looking at the table about if there's any like etchings in it. Get a Google Translate.
Okay.
Kids these days.
If you guys want to put yourself around the table.
And we'll have come in
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
We'll
Okay. You've got 2 rooms to pass through here.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Who's going first?
Taking turns.
Flana and Rag are like, where do you want us? Where do you want us?
We're all going into the storage one.
Okay. You guys are already in there, so technically they don't need to make a check. So they can just come straight in. However, technically Malad and Sylph are already in here, so you guys don't need to make a check coming into here.
But we need to take one coming out, won't we?
Yeah. Who's going first?
Jean.
Yeah, he's not.
Aye, my mind's sharp as steel.
Sharp as steel.
Cross over, he's going to make a will save.
It's going to be more like pewter.
Soft lead.
Roll me a d8, please.
Oh no. Sorry, Jean. 3.
A 1. A 2.
A 3.
Roll me a d4, please.
Sorry, Jean. 4.
Oh dear.
For 24 seconds, you watch as like Jean crosses the threshold, and then sort of like his body language sort of changes.
Ooh.
It's kind of a peculiar place, this. Turns around. Who are you then?
Oh. I'm your boss, Jean.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Yep.
And do we work here?
We are going to acquire a new building, and this was all your work. You did great. Well done, Jean.
Peculiar sort of place, isn't it?
It is. We're going to do it up.
You earned it, Jean.
Yeah. Well done, Jean.
I'm your associate. I'm your colleague.
My name's Jean.
It is.
Yeah.
And like, Alex is like, what?
I don't just go with it, Alex.
You owe me $50.
Do I?
Yeah. He you what?
You
Lost
should
a
have
bit.
asked for more.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
I have to retcon something.
Oh no.
Ah, that's scary.
Oh, God. What the fuck?
Ignore that conversation.
Okay.
Jean, his body language changes. Where am I? His voice is different.
Shit. Yes, I fucking. Teacher, I fucking knew it.
This is
Hi.
very strange. But then, in a different voice, that conversation
Getting
happens.
old.
Okay. Well, no. Well, it would be a different conversation if that voice has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It would
I
be
was
a
too
very
involved in
different
the
conversation.
character that I forgot.
It gets you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That was all a pretense.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
you can see him like,
What do you mean?
as he turns around and he's
His
like,
voice has changed.
what is...
He's been pretty old.
And it's so generic. It's just...
Generic.
Oh! Replicators! He is the mirror! He is the night!
Hey, son, don't worry, we're here to help. What's your name?
I don't know.
He's not gonna know, is he?
Where you
What's
from?
your name?
Hello, I'm TJ. I'm your boss.
Oh! Do we work here, do we? Funny sort of place, isn't it?
It is. Son,
This is
it
weird.
What's weird about it?
It's uncomfortable.
Why? What should it feel like?
I don't know. Alex is like... and that's what threw me, because she doesn't know. So she'd be like... Jean? You okay? Yeah, I think so. And then, after about 24 seconds...
Okay, everyone pretend like nothing happened.
You see him, he's just like... Give me a sense motive.
Ah, natural one.
Yes! I fucking got you, bitch! Natural 20 for a 32, 33, 34, 35.
Yes.
Okay. You see the panic in somebody's eyes, like they've just been caught out, as he realizes as he gets his memories back, and is like, come on then, Malad. We need to... Let's get move on. Hey, we're doing blackjack. That's not a
I
nat
can't
20.
see it in that fucking
It's an
pit.
8. It's an 8. It's an 8.
Oh, Gene. You okay, buddy?
Alright, top.
How was first day down pit, Gene?
Oh, top. Went to 72 out shift. And he turns from you, and you can see him like shuffling, and he's like, let's go have a look, see where others have got to, eh?
Indeed, Gene, indeed. I fucking got to.
Yeah, okay.
Uncomfortable in that body.
Yeah, right?
Is like a layer of consciousness put over the one that's actually there? Or like.
Bugger. Oh, I don't like when the reveals happen then.
Who would have thought that would have happened this session, eh?
Times for Dalvin.
As you guys begin to make your way across the room towards this other area of storage, you guys can place yourselves
Please make a way down.
Who would like to descend?
The staircase.
Jean takes the front,
Okay.
does not look back.
I'm gonna follow him real close.
Malad is like, how was that?
Intrigued.
I'm assuming you're all coming in. Are you all coming in?
You're all coming in.
Where you go?
Right next to Jean. Really uncomfortably close, just like
Where about
on his
you,
legs.
Ross?
Hi, Jean.
Sort of in between.
Right there,
I
Cop.
guess next door.
Just like, yeah.
Which go, didn't it? No one else.
Mallow's definitely.
Just Jean.
Yeah, with Jean, we've got a bit of shelf action here.
Oh, has it now? I doubt it.
Am I missing anyone?
You
I
know,
think that's it.
Okay. Cool.
As you enter the scene, you can all see this orb on the table that Kaz and Pez around. You've been doing a check in here before we got sidetracked.
Jean tracked.
You begin to look at the runes and stuff like that around to see what kind of things are. So the desk is completely powered off.
Yeah. So I'm stood next to it. Bear's kind of just hovering, doing like a
Better shit.
almost like a 270 around it, doing like a full scan as if it was just taking in all of the sides to make like a 3D model of it. And I'm going to use my Starfinder data jockey. So I'm going to use fast retrieval when I have access to the infosphere, or a set of I can use my computer's skill for any sort of recall knowledge, or I can replace culture, engineering, life science, medicine, mysticism, physical science
With computers.
with computers.
Fantastic skill with a mechanic. Okay, and what are you doing this on?
As in, I'm trying to see if I can find anything out about the table, see if I can, if there's a language on it, work it out.
Give me a computers check, and I will also call this your perception check around the room.
Like you see Kaz trying to go around the table, trying to look at it from
Yeah.
from a distance.
Stay there, you
Trying
hysterical
not to touch
bastard!
it. And he's like,
Question: the colours that are on the orb plinth, are they representative of the actual colours it's on? Like those?
No, it's
green?
closest I had to a table.
Cool.
Okay. 29.
Okay.
29.
Anybody else looking around room and stuff? So you said you're looking around, so perception.
Yeah.
So everybody's doing perceptions. All are rude! Scotland!
No, it's Ireland's Day today, mate.
It's over.
It's 35.
Oh, God, yeah, okay. 35, 29,
Slaggy 20.
slaggy 20.
Oh.
Another dirty 20.
What did you call me?
Another. I've already rolled for Jean, let's roll Alex, let's roll Barrett, let's roll for Lena's, let's roll Sylves. For Lena's is the best.
She's the best.
Everyone's going to roll different things, so I'm just going to
Jean's
defer to you guys. So for you, what you see is that this table is definitely a Magitech examination table. This is designed to take arcane items and scan them and basically do essentially an identify on them and take in their properties, understand what they are, and essentially do things that you've actually seen in somebody else's facility. In the Lynch's in the Arcana Miriam, which is why I asked you for a recall knowledge check, because she had one of these artifact scanners basically on one of her workstations. This is one of those.
Would I have had one working for the data jockeys when they were just taking stuff in?
They do have them, but I think your area special needs.
You finished that sentence, didn't you?
I was going to say it, I was like, it's not special needs.
Oh.
area of special interest.
Oh my god.
I wondered why I had square holes round the triangle.
Oh my god.
I was just putting a corner, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit like in real
Life
life.
imitates art, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, so I just hit myself in the nuts. So,
That's what I was going to do, pick up what, like, see if I can get
No,
it.
not all. Might know a bit more.
What my plan was just to see if I could hook in computer-wise.
let's finish describing what we have here.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you have this particular desk which is designed to recognize and analyze and collect data on artifacts. You know this because, yes, there would have been some in the data files, but not ones that you worked on, but you have seen them in Lynch's office in the Arcana Miriam. Very, very similar piece of tech, quite common throughout research and development throughout the Pact Worlds. Then, around the room, although this place is smashed up, there are still a few things that you find. You are going to find a couple of these. They're like glass, and they've been formed into small crystalline shapes. And it's Sylph and yourself. You see them, and you're like, the spell gems. And Sylph is like, basically, is like, that is. This is Starfinder's kind of a spell scroll.
Ooh.
There are 5 of them that are still intact and haven't been smashed or destroyed, and they're all 4 of them are level 2, 1 of them is level 3, and I will let you guys decide what spells are on there.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Don't need a spell for that.
No. I cast level 3 Jesus.
Sup, dude? Here's Riz.
Or I can choose them for you right now.
I think we should have some agency over this.
Cool.
Because this is the kind of place where they would
Where,
create.
yeah.
Do we have to decide now?
Because
I'm not very up on my spells.
No.
You don't have to. It's worth noting.
Yeah.
Because I appreciate it's nearly 9:30, so chances are you're not
Well,
going to
we
get
can
to them.
have a
Yeah.
kind of like vague.
We can do
as
it
we're
after,
often.
as part of the little
Perfect.
after show.
There we go.
But there are 5, 1 level 3, 4 level 2.
Yeah.
And double check there's nothing else at that level. Not in here.
Okay. So this scanner is powered down.
Yeah, this whole room is powered down. There's only like the lights from this particular room that are giving you anything, and then the orb itself.
Do you think we could use the batteries to hardwire just the table coming off instead of setting the whole room back to life?
Risk it. Is the orb kind of like pick upable, or is it?
I think it's just lying there.
You can
That's
tell
what I
that
was
it's just lying on the table. You know that most artifact scanners would keep things hovering,
Do you
but
want to
it's
get your orb near it and see how it feels? Excuse me. Spores.
I mean, you don't get much of a feeling from this one I've got because it's not like Roy. But I will get out the evil one and see if there's any response being near this new orb.
you don't sense anything.
Yeah.
Working?
I am going to
Yes.
do that. I'm going to take myself to the edge of the stairs.
I think this one's empty.
I'm going to click and bring Roy out.
Thump, as Roy enters the room. You instantly get that search feeling, and it takes but a fraction of a second. And you get that tug, that pull. There's an instant want. There is like a quick now, and you want that orb.
Yeah, all right, Roy.
That orb is
Damn right.
important, and it is vital to you to have it.
Oh. Roy wants me to have
I
it.
mean, what?
I'm going
I
to
mean-
click Roy away. He's in the Glover storing.
Roy doesn't go away.
Shit!
Oh.
Fuck! I don't think I should pick it up.
Okay.
Could you make a will saving throw, please?
Oh no!
Are you
It's
up
really
there,
bad
then?
last time. It's really bad. 12.
I think
You start moving with intent.
I'm
across
watching
the room.
TJ quite sharply because I know what Roy does.
They start
Yep.
to walk across
and
the
I'm
room.
going to
not
get
me.
in the way.
Not me.
Okay.
Would we notice?
I'm just going to like stop
Just like-
TJ in a track and try and hold him back.
Okay, so give me contested athletics checks.
Jesus Christ.
And that's 20.
Oh, Jesus. That's still pretty good. What'd you get?
25.
28.
You are aware of what's happening, but you can't control it. You stop TJ in place as they are holding Roy and moving towards the other orb.
Rag, come here. We need hold TJ back. We need a bit of extra muscle here.
Oh, God.
Hold me, Rag.
Mind control, I get
Just
it.
don't touch the orb that he's holding.
This orb, not these orbs.
Okay.
Just don't touch any orb, really. Just any of them.
Puts his hands on your shoulders.
Hello.
You don't talk.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, are you going to? You say you look like you were going to go.
Yeah. Yeah. This is how Pez dies, isn't it?
I think, well, maybe you do it like while I'm like just turned away or something.
You can add Guardian Orb Absalom to your character sheet.
Absalom. What it do? What that thing do?
Oh, can I put that down?
Can I put that down?
As you guys see me kind of just pick it up to kind of watch TJ's, it's kind of, you're being possessed, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm being roid.
It just kind of starts emanating and glowing.
Can I try and click again to try and get her on a Roy?
How do you view Pez?
Okay, how does TJ? TJ views Pez as a good-hearted kid, vaguely annoying, but I mean, TJ's experience of children is that they're all quite annoying, so he can't help that against him. He does see him as the work experience kid. He barely recognises his name, to be fair.
Savage.
It's like me in
Is he
real
part of
life.
your crew?
He, hand on heart, honestly, he's a probationary member of the crew.
With that information, that want, that need to get it subsides. There is still a want and a curiosity and a cautionary, like, I want that, but something about you having it as a crew seems to be okay.
Right, Roy. We're working towards the same goal here, buddy. Either you've got to be upfront about some stuff,
You
or you're
now
never going to come out again.
get a sense of fear, and you want to leave.
Oh, Roy's got the willies.
Can you put him away?
Roy goes away.
Roy's away, but he's definitely got the. He really wanted that, and now he's got the willies. Same. Was it the same kind of willies as when I peeked in that? Yeah, it doesn't like the big gay eye thing. Hates that. Shit, hates that. Made shit.
What?
Magic shit. Made shit.
Yeah, okay.
Because thinking back to Desnar Visions and that whole thing, because Cadix was looking into the elves and the archway thing, and it was magic based in the first instance, wasn't there? And I wonder if maybe Roy's a little scared of the type of magic that's going on here. Theory.
Right. Okay.
Baseless. Yet there we go.
Old magic versus new
Rag is still
magic.
holding your shoulders quite tightly.
This is lovely.
Rag, you can probably let it go a little bit
You
now.
can hold on for a little bit, it's fine.
Okay, just carry on.
Hold me close.
Tiny restricts, boy.
You call it tiny.
You know it's ironic, because you're not.
I don't know what that means.
As a joke.
It's like it's like rain on your wedding day.
I'm not married.
It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife.
That'd be annoying.
Would be, wouldn't it? I like this guy. You can put me down now, right? Thank you.
Felena is, still in this elf form. This is what you came here for.
Yes.
Partially.
Unfortunately, it's not the entire reason why we're here. But it's good that we at least found this not being used by this thing that's controlling this floor, or whatever it is. It's a start. I mean, Pez, are you getting any personality out of it, or feeling?
Stop shaking it.
I'm just going to look into the orb
Is it
as
like
I've got
a
both
void?
my hands on it.
You look into the orb. Give me a perception check, please.
God. 19.
Have you got mysticism as a trained skill?
No.
Okay. It's like Rain when you.
That's about
On my graduation day.
It's like my aid.
Good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought? Figures.
So this glass orb is just emanating this 10-foot dim light, and it has these geofractal patterns all over the glass that aren't etched in. These are arcane in nature. You bring it up to your face, and you look deep into the orb. You deep into the Parker, and there is a shape in the center. But you can't quite work out what it is. There is something that glows in that same greenish color as these geofractal patterns, but it's hard to make out what that is.
Perhaps the Lady Sylph should have a look, seeing as this is her area of expertise.
And just holds it above his head as soon as TJ says that.
What would you like me to do with it?
Just have a little look at it. Give us a vibe check.
What can you see?
What do you make of it?
On brand. See what Sylph's mysticism is. Oh, plus 15 though. Okay, so that is a dirty 20.
Slutty.
There's a rune in the center of this.
Ooh.
Can you draw it?
So easy.
Yes, I can.
What is it? Say what you see.
So just say what you fucking see.
Let's have a look what's behind that tire.
It's like the dodgiest thing ever.
Say what you see. Oh,
Fucking
classic catchphrase.
I love that game.
That's a
RuneScape.
face.
I can't remember which way round these go.
RuneScape.
RuneScape. He's got a rune in the thing, so it's going to be RuneScape.
I think it's that one. And she will quickly draw you a rune.
A rune?
A rune?
A rune? I don't know what it fucking
It seems
means.
to be central to the orb itself, and it doesn't seem
Looks like a hat down.
like its origin is the same as the orb. It seems like it is something that's happened after creation or sometime after. I'm not quite sure what that means, but that's not original to the orb.
Interesting.
Did either of your orbies have ruins?
I can't remember if I had a rune in it.
I mean, Roy is a kettle of fish unto himself.
I'm going to get mine back out and have a look, because I can't remember.
Give me a mysticism check.
Not a perception, just to see if there is one.
You can give me a perception check.
Can I do the same, being like accustomed to mysticism?
Oh, are you trained in mysticism?
Yes.
Then yes, you can.
Okay, so it's 33 perception,
So you definitely see that there
and
is.
then there's a 18 mysticism.
Okay. With the perception alone, you can definitely see that now that's been pointed out, your orb, this Kashorian one, also has a rune in the centre of it.
Right, I'm going to turn away from everyone, huddle over, get Roy out so he can't see the other orb, and have a look into Roy to see if I can see anything in him.
Give me a perception check or a mysticism check.
This one looks like this.
A squiggle. Bad.
Squiggle, squiggle.
16. Squiggle, squiggle.
Hive mind.
I don't think you see anything in particular in
There we go.
there with that check.
Lady Sylph, could you come and have a look at my orb, please?
Yeah.
Is it swollen?
How old?
Yeah. So this one has not got a rune in the centre of it.
Figures,
But it has a consciousness.
which the others don't.
There is. It's strange. The insides move different to the others. The others have these geofractal patterns. This does too. It's almost like a shadow on the inside.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Roy's probably the outlier of the all.
Figures to what we were thinking. I'll put him away again. Figures to what we were thinking with Roy being potentially not a good orb.
Yeah.
I wonder if he wants to bring them together. I wonder if these are seals.
Well, the runes.
I wonder if the runes are seals within the orbs that is keeping.
Very good point.
Thank you.
I think that could be very true.
Keeping Roy here, and if he's able to bring them all together, potentially break free of that. Maybe there's some ritual or something, or
Having them all together just.
the proximity, because those people all went to different places,
Yeah.
and they were very sad about it
Yeah.
because they were a crew or a team, and they didn't want to split up, but they did, probably for the good of everything. But we being fucking stupid by bringing these all together.
Well, Roy very much wanted to be by any orb,
Oh yes, there's
but he's
always
also afraid of the magic that's within them.
not the no, Kaz, you misunderstand me. He's not afraid of the magic in the orbs. He's specifically got the willies about that big AI mage
That's actually
in
interesting.
the other room.
Right.
Say again?
That's actually Infosphere. Is it an old ruin, if that makes sense? It's not like a.
Yes, you can search the info sphere.
No. 19 on the dice. Computers is a 16, so that's 35.
It's a good threshold, that one.
Can make me bring up old notes.
Yes.
Yeah. We want to make the leak again.
It's like law on the Starfinder game.
Trying to get spells.
It's a new voice from DCIG Poach.
Yeah, it was. It was a new voice from DCIG Poach.
You have no idea how well that ties into my DCIG Poach ad lore as well.
Would you roll?
35.
Can I have your rune, please?
Give me a rune.
Can I have that rune, please?
You gonna ruin it for us?
Hey.
Oh, that was good. Yes.
Hey.
About time my shit jokes
Bang
were one.
About time I hand it back.
No, normally you just don't hear them. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Then I pass out. Then I collect $200.
It's like rain.
Saw something
They're
funny
going
the other
to
day.
be
It's like,
happy.
hands up, this is a mockery. Don't you mean a robbery? Don't you mean Love it.
Oh, so good.
They're pre-gap runes, but they're not magic runes in the sense of incantations or in terms of, they're not that intricate. They're in fact, they're relatively simple, and they're some of the only things that have been found that aren't this blurry image. You bring this up to people who have been around these before. You guys knew of these because Calyx took rubbings of them from 4 statues inside a cave, where these runes were glowing on the base of each of these statues. They're letters.
Ooh.
That's one.
They are magical in nature, but they are the magical rune equivalent of a letter.
I've got O. What have you got?
Oh.
A?
Oh, what? Jimmy Two Fingers!
Hey!
No, it's his brother. There's 4.
We need a consonant now.
Consonant, please, Karen.
Consonants, please. Carol.
That meant it.
So runes we've got. So Kazorb
Good morning, that's nice to know.
is
James, I'm going to give you another one. Doing that check.
and then the
That is a piece of lore I have had dangling in front of you since like episode 5. And you have hit on something that I thought would have been hit on 50 episodes ago.
Yeah, you know us, man.
So that's 2 cred sticks for James.
God damn. God damn. Well,
Hit you with a rule book.
alright, just looking.
just innocent looking.
In this moment, what are you doing?
Shit. Well, there's nothing else down here.
Who's got the old
Next
pairs? Are you
carrying the orb.
I've got the orb at the minute, yeah.
Next room.
Next room over.
Yeah.
Last one.
Let's go look at the last room.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 things need to happen here.
Who's moving into the next room first?
Correct.
Sylph.
Cool. Can you put Sylph at the top of that door, please? I will not take.
Right on that bus.
After she's been so helpful in that room, like,
I'll roll open the will save. It's 11 on there, plus old Sylphy girl has a will of 8.
Bloody.
Pass.
Nice.
Good.
That is the DC of the pass.
DC of the pace.
This one appears to be quite clear, but I'd rather not have the headache again. You guys can move into that room. Place yourselves in that room if you are ready to move into the next door.
Yeah.
Everybody just outside the.
Everybody
in.
was kung fu fighting.
was everyone, though.
Where you want to be, Kay?
I'm ready to go in first.
Yeah.
Ooh, big boy pants.
I'll put them on.
I'll put 'em on.
Like to right up.
I'll take a hit for the team.
Felina's totally watching Cass.
Where do you want to be?
Did you?
Don't like that. Stop that.
What do you mean, did you?
Stop it.
It's not team for a fucking reason.
Yeah, there, where you have me, it's like, yeah.
Far away from that. Oh, that's a dead body. Who's this guy?
Can I move in, or shall I wait for you to measure whatever death rate you've got going on?
Hi, guys.
Yeah, that's out of.
Yeah.
Oh no, yourself wouldn't
No,
be
no,
there, would
no,
she?
no.
I mean, when somebody comes out of that door.
I moved Sylph anyway because I forgot to move it.
I would like you to place yourselves, please, as though you were partly out of that door to when you leave, please.
Oh, check.
Christ. Okay.
I think we'd all leave first.
I'm happy for you to say that.
No.
Well, so we're like, so Sylph's gone first, let's marching order it. Sylph's gone first, who's
yeah.
up to Sylph. You heading for
I
that
think
door.
I'd be next.
So you...
Yeah.
Dragonflame will probably follow you.
Yeah.
Drag
So
special.
I'll put myself on near.
Yeah, take you and Sylph. As basically, you can pass that door now that you've done the check, but I need to know where you are when you cross that proximity.
I'd probably be sort of mid-back.
Mid-back. Right, okay.
He's having your pants down there. He's like, mid-back, what do you mean?
Who's still ahead of Pez?
I think I was behind Pez here, so I would be in front of Pez here.
Okay.
So,
Right.
I was just thinking
We'll put
where
you
I
there.
am in relation to everyone.
If we put Pez roughly where Roos is as well, so next to him.
So
Yeah.
I probably would have come out after.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on the other side
I'd
of the
still be
threshold,
on the
on the
other side of
stairs.
the threshold,
That's fine.
yeah.
And then everyone
And
else
then-
behind?
Jean and Mallard behind as well.
yeah.
Oh, Jean would take the front at the moment.
Okay, well actually that makes no sense because I'm probably still trying to follow Jean.
That's
so
fine.
Jean's ahead of me.
Jean would have tried to
Yeah.
scuffle out of the room real quick.
So, Jean's first here then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll be behind Jean, probably with
Yeah.
Mallard.
Oh, Christ.
Mallard then would be trailing behind you like
Yeah.
she still doesn't know what's happening here.
We'll chat, don't worry.
Fuck. Right, there you go.
Ready for your next character?
Yeah, I've got 4 made up. I have though.
What would it be? It could be something that goes through walls.
Laser
Unless it's
beam.
just a sensory thing.
Unless it's the a mind effect. It's got a lot of power and knowledge.
How do I just link to it?
I just...
Mind
Jacked in. New little vessel. Where's he gone?
He's here.
It's not that big.
It's bigger.
Yeah, pretty much everyone that's with...
Okay.
Put your wang away.
It's 120 feet.
Brilliant.
Centered.
I don't like that.
Pez.
Oh, is the orb fake?
Fair curb.
Everybody
I mean,
in that
that's holding an
circle
orb.
Forb.
It's not holding an orb. That unfortunately is just the mini. And I let you guys go on that last week.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, you sneaky bitch.
Everybody
Yeah, within that.
within that circle, I need, please,
So TJ, you're fine.
a will saving throw as Cascading Realities comes into effect.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, that is a
Get your creds ready.
24.
Pass.
14.
Fail. Remember that.
Oh,
I'm not in the
I will.
circle.
Excellent.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
I'm
God, I'll just quit.
feeling snuck out to number
Sorry.
4.
I will spend a resolve. Can you re-roll that, please?
Me?
Yep.
Fuck. 12.
Fail. Bruce, you had 24, yeah?
24.
Okay. Sylph is in there. So just remember if you failed or not, okay? That's all I need.
We're credding.
Absolutely.
Daddy Ian.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Roll again.
19.
I will spend another resolve point. Can
Would you
re-roll
like
that,
another?
please?
16.
Fail.
Keegan will give
Here.
this one.
Here.
Here. Oh no, you don't. Okay, alright. Dean.
Roll it.
Not even worse. 7.
Fail.
I think we've got to accept the fate,
Yeah.
lads.
I failed as well, so.
I will tell you now that was useful spends of creds. It got rid of some resolve points or something.
Yeah.
Sylph
15
fails. So I need to remember that Sylph fails. Next up, who else is in there?
Jean's
So,
just in it.
Butch.
I think it's one
Nat 1. Absolutely fails.
Fucking right.
Anybody else currently
No.
in that orb?
No.
Okay.
Gene's technically here, but he's
Yeah,
currently
he's
fucking
ribbons
drunk.
doing some.
6. You all take 6 points of damage. Those who failed. 3 points to those who passed.
Right, hang on, let me put it on. Wait.
Let's put it on.
You know what fuckery goes on in my brain.
Oh no.
Pez.
Yeah.
Can I Pez as many, please?
Oh, for fuck.
Oh shit.
Just snaps his head off.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
The rest of you that failed, I need a D8, please. And I'll describe what happens, and then we'll end.
It was using us to get to the orb in time.
Yeah, it was.
8.
You're gonna be.
Take your minute.
Yeah.
Want to.
Remove that cover.
Yeah.
First one.
What?
Yeah.
Yep. Put yourself in that room.
Where?
Anywhere you want. Centre of the room. Centre of the room.
What level coolest? I'm going here.
Does he have to make a will saving?
No, he takes 6 points of damage and
Yeah, I've done that.
moves. Pez has been done. Roosh, you saved. Sylph failed. She takes 6 points of damage and needs to roll a D8. 7. So go back into that room.
Hi, Sylph.
Nobody else is there, are they?
No, it is literally just.
Oh, Jean.
Jean.
Oh, Gene, yeah.
Jean.
Jean also failed.
Oh, Gene.
Jean will take 6
Oh,
points of damage.
Jean. Oh, Jean. Oh,
19, 20, please.
Jean. I'm begging now for please don't take my identity.
For fuck's sake. This is.
You know what I said about distances?
Yeah.
Shit.
Cascading realities.
No, 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 no.
For those in that circle, 1,000,000 lifetimes pass.
Wow.
Again and again and again. The world is constantly folding over on you as you are squeezed and pressed. You take 1 point of void damage and you take 5 points of psychic damage. Obviously, that's
Oh,
already
we've already
done.
done
That's,
that, okay.
I'm just describing what it was because I
Yeah.
wanted to place people first. As Pez, you come to in this room. 1 out of 3 is not bad. And we'll come back in there.
Oh shit.
They're not going to believe me on work experience when I tell them this. If I can tell them this.
Gutted, I only got a few of you in that one there. However, for podcast listeners and for YouTube, we're going to say goodnight. And we're going to carry on with a little bit of Twitch exclusive for our Drift debrief and for a little YouTube membership. So you have to be watching on Twitch or you have to be on YouTube members to be able to watch the next 10 minutes. But apart from that, thank you so much to everybody who's here on YouTube, here on the podcast. We love you. May those dice gods be ever in your favour. And we'll see you next week, guys.
See you later.
Bye! And then we pause for effect as